the shirt.
I did that.
I know you did, but nobody else did.
Fine.
In honor of Gary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I will have a seat, and that way y'all can see me better. Welcome, everybody, to Trouble in Winterhold, session 5, sure, 5 or 6 or whatever it is. Thank you for joining those that are on live stream, and for those that have subscribed and stuff along that lines, I appreciate it. Just to let you know, we got a little bit of a contest going on for some product by Frog and Flute. And if you look at one of our earlier broadcasts, it'll go into more detail about all that. I won't belabor that point again for right now. You can. Go ahead and show them if you want. If you click subscribe, it is what? How many inches?
If you follow, it's 1, and if you subscribe, it's 2.
So you get entries in for this cool die roller map, which is really kind of cool. But it is a dice holder.
And the two pair of dice that are in it come with it.
And no, it won't take you to paradise.
Won't take
but it'll take you to a pair of dice. And that's right. Now we know what Ronnie did with the money his mom gave him for singing lessons.
Yeah, spin it on D&D
he went to
stuff.
CC. Yeah, he went to CC's Pizza. No.
Spin it on D&D stuff.
So yeah, and we got some really cool, different kinds of cool sets of dice, and thanks to Frog and Flute.
Frog and Flute
for sending this stuff in for our promotion. So appreciate that. Thank you. Okay, part 2 is shout out to all my Gygax friends and family who are celebrating a life well played of Gary Gygax, who 13 years passed as of this Thursday. To the family, my condolences. I understand how difficult it is when you lose a loved one, but for those who know D&D and understand that the co-creator of D&D and how inspirational he was to all of us, we play this game as a result of his hard work. And so here we are, we're playing, and we're celebrating his life well played, and amen. So anyway, go from that. We have our regular group back together again, so thanks to everybody for showing up. I hope Q and Kylene had a good... Did you go home, visit your mom?
Mom, my birthday.
Oh, yeah, happy birthday.
Happy
birthday.
I forgot.
Why did you tell us that?
She's finally 21?
Forever. Immortalized.
Single Blues inadvertently. No, you meant it to be creepy. Never mind.
By the way, side note, if you're watching the stream and you cannot get a good audio, make sure you let us know, please, and we'll try to alter as we go along. It's something we try to monitor, but we're not spending as much time monitoring online as well. So who would like to do a recap for the people that were not here for last week to get a recap of what we did, what kind of cool things we did?
I can do it for you. Birthdays are
For those who cannot necessarily see the person sitting immediately to my left, this is Zach Hopper, really good friend and gamer friend of mine from a long time ago, joined the Air Force and has now come back. But
I've always seen it. There was never an opportunity for me.
chance encounter brought Zach back into our lives again. He actually went to high school with Q down at the end of the table and my son. And it is great to have him here with us. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks, Brad.
And he will be playing a protagonist tonight, or I should say an antagonist, as depending on what he says. So
Probably a protagonist for him.
maybe.
Yeah. For us, it'd be definitely be an antagonist.
Brian, you care to do a recap for us? Or is that putting you on the spot?
Oh, well, hold on a minute.
He's getting his notes.
Yes, sir.
Or, we can do multiple people giving a recap. I can do it, but it's kind of fun when the players do it because it gives a little bit different view than what I do.
Well, we got in a bar fight, us 3 here.
Smash cut to me sitting with the creepy guy going on the end of the bar across the street, just sitting there.
He's on the roof. Me on a roof.
Well, maybe you ought to back up a little bit and tell them why you were doing these things.
We actually got word while Eloc and Silv were doing their thing that Abigail Razorheart was in town looking for us.
Oh, because we were looking for her.
Because word probably got back to her that we were looking for her. So our contacts that we paid for
Actually
good.
paid off.
paid off.
Look
So,
at that.
Look at there.
so we him and hawed around about a plan, and we came across a strange tiefling, another tiefling.
Gentleman that was in the store buying some dice last week, and I asked him if he was interested in playing. He said yes, and so he sat in for y'all.
Oh, yeah, nice.
And his name is Terrace. Nice guy, and he was added to Misfits and Miscreants Facebook page. If you saw, wanted to see, knew who that was. He sat in for y'all last week.
Another
He's a cool dude.
Starting to recruit quite a few tieflings.
So he just two.
Calm down for right now. That's enough.
I mean, 1.5 really. He's not here.
Wow.
1.5 teeth.
Jealous.
A little bit.
Yes. He said, I'm the tiefling
Well,
here.
there's a little bit of thing going.
There was. I didn't trust him. And then
He didn't trust you either.
no, he didn't. No, it was mutual.
You were kind of horny.
But I'm done. I can't think of anything now.
He was hired by her to look for something
For us.
for us. I mean,
Something we had.
Specifically.
Specifically something we had.
specifically something you had.
You
I don't have
That's
things.
crazy.
No, it was both of them. Wasn't it?
Yeah,
Both
both.
of them.
Specifically both of y'all.
Because
He
we were
kept calling
Went to your
our
room.
group.
I don't
Us.
have things.
He kept calling us Saving Face.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
We
You guys
were
just-
all like,
nuts.
you guys just impersonating the goats, like.
we flat out told him we weren't, but we ended up. He ended up getting. What was her name? Abigail? That's the one we met, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Abigail raised her heart to meet him at a tavern the next day. Ronnie went with to scope out the area in case there was a fight. Right,
No,
so
I
we
went
could
to talk
confront
to her.
Yeah.
I went to confront her.
He was on the roof in case there was a fight to shoot her through the window.
Nice.
We were trying to
Psycho.
we were trying to like just hide out across the road so we wouldn't get in trouble. We got in trouble.
I had to go into the bar.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
three
too,
of us
man.
went into a bar.
There's
We
liquor
got
there.
had to deal with an idiot. I flung a cup into his face.
Now hold
fight.
on. Let's stop there for just a second for those that may be listening. It was the Troll and Toad
It
Bar.
was the Troll and Toad Bar,
Yeah.
which I screwed up the name of our generous
Frog and Flute.
Frog and Flute.
And when I mentioned that was a bar that we had,
Yes.
so this is what we were talking about earlier when we mentioned the Troll and Toad. And Troll and Toad is the worst bar in town.
Oh, it is?
Yes.
You don't have flagons?
Wait a minute. I was at the Troll and Toad. They were at the Broken Window.
You know,
That's
yeah,
right. We were at the broken window.
Oh, you're right.
Which
I'm
was the
sorry.
worst.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Which
You
was
were at
the
the
worst
Troll
bar
and
in
Toad. That's
town.
right.
I was
You-
at the
that's
Troll
right.
and
So it's not a bad.
It's not good. But it
It's
wasn't
lesser
as
two
bad
evils.
as the Broken Window. Which,
We're
bar fight,
bar fight. The cook came out, weird, like monstrous looking dude.
troll.
A troll.
Troll.
Nearly killed me.
Oh.
Oh,
She cast
you
shatter on the
just
dude's
like
nuts.
being on the brink of death.
Death, yeah. He likes being
Had
risky.
him by the
Wait, were you here when he blew his hand off?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, that's right.
I had like
I forgot
5
what it
health
was.
left when we ran out of that bar.
Dude, you like blue hell.
Oh, the troll had him by the neck and was taking a meat cleaver to him.
Oh,
Yeah.
She
nice.
saved the day.
Didn't
I
say
helped.
his name.
He
helped.
said he helped.
I nearly killed the guy.
You were there. You did, yeah.
Let's say I
and then
hurt myself in the process. but-
Abigail Razorheart then actually showed up at the bar.
Oh,
Oh.
So I got to talk to her, and she was not happy that it was me and not you. So, or what she wanted. Which she then cast some weird spell on me, and my strength was from whatever it is to 1.
Oh.
And I could not do anything. So she was dragging me out, throwing me on the back of her dragon. Yeah, and they jumped to try to rescue. Everything was going wrong.
Yeah.
Everyone fell off the dragon that jumped up there.
We're in
Except
a
for
good
him.
place, right?
And
Like,
then-
you're not mad we didn't go?
Then we hear a booming voice say, "I told you to stay out of my territory." And the ancient white dragon swooped down
You know, a bigger
Bits.
dragon.
and tore her asunder.
Oh.
And the dragon.
Killed the dragon
Killed
and
the
the rider in
dragon
the
and-
process, yes.
Yeah,
Like
just
full on just-
Which a big thing, it was a purple dragon, not black. So
Yeah, it was.
Appreciate
From
you,
the
homie.
beginning. Well, why?
Yeah, it was a
It's just-
It was a.
it's kind of
The
crazy.
mini for this ancient white dragon was a mini.
Do you?
Did you see it? That was the one that was.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was her.
That's what killed the other dragon.
No.
And I actually pulled her out, flew her in, and just.
So at that point, I think that's where we left it. And we're like,
Pieces,
we ran back to the
pieces,
house.
pieces,
Right.
parts fell
We
off
dragged you
of
back to the
drag me
house.
back.
the Abigail razor.
Abigail's Abahart.
We-
That's from the flip
Pieces
side.
of her, pieces of the dragon. There's just, and so no, I'm just saying
Did we
because
salvage anything?
well, you weren't there, so
Oh,
no, we did not.
You guys did. Oh, you guys did. Nice.
So come to find out that
This guy got a ring that was.
Abigail was a 10th level cleric,
Really?
and the tiefling that showed up got his reward from her,
And then some.
and then some. So he was actually able to acquire her ring, which he was very covetous of, and then he blinked out. He was gone. Boom. You came up with a belt, and you came up with an amulet.
Nobody got any like dragon.
And there's just a few, but nothing of big enough pieces to really salvage and do anything with. They could be a memento, or if you
the
want to.
ancient white ate.
Yes,
Oh, he
ate
ate
it.
it.
She.
She ate.
She.
So you guys communicated with her.
No, it's a she. They know who she
We
is.
know who she is. I mean, like the town knows who she is.
Oh, can we talk to her?
She flew off,
I don't think we want to.
and she wasn't overly friendly.
The last dragon
She had her
she
snack
killed,
and went home.
Okay.
So
And went home for a nap.
you're a midnight snack for her.
So everybody decided since it was a big commotion to egress and go back to the Ivy Mansion, and that the Harples run, and reevaluate. And that's sort of where we are. Any other thing that I missed, or anybody missed?
I mean, they missed a whole lot,
Yeah, just a little bit.
but it's probably for the best.
I mean,
I don't know. I think Phil would have really
That's
enjoyed
exactly how
watching some of these
Oh,
balls
the funny
get
part
shot.
was you and the
It was
team-
actually a very classic one. It really was actually very, very cool.
Well,
And
I'm talking about when y'all was going into the
And
bar.
creative, because I would have just went for the stab to the neck.
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, wait, he was asking me about. Yeah. So yeah, that was an interesting story. Let's keep going.
okay,
No, it's
Talk about the tieflings talking before we went into the bar.
okay, yeah, that was interesting. So I guess we'll pick up there at that point. Okay. Remember, you did get. Obviously, your dragon radar went off.
yeah.
Multiple. Well, I say multiple times. It went off and it stayed on. Okay.
But there was that period.
Even when the big white left, and now that the purple dragon's dead, your radar's still going off.
Coming up on 30, he knows that everything that comes across.
My assumption.
By the way, what direction did the big ancient white dragon fly off in?
The ones you wanted to.
But was it a way we gotta go?
No, but
Okay.
but from talking to the people in town, because there is a lot of talk going on, and then of course in regaling all this information back at the Ivy Mansion, she's usually closer to the coast, so she's a bit far inland. This is a little bit farther out of her territory, but evidently she may have heard that this dragon had been skirting the territory. If that makes any sense at all. So I know you want to get right to what's the stuff that she's got, but let's follow through with getting back to the mansion. And your brother Bjorn is basically comes to you and said, "Listen, if they're not ready to go, we need to go without them. It's time for us to leave." He feels this impending need to get back to Winterhold.
Okay.
Okay. He needs to find the text that is back home, but he's found enough going on with what's going on with him now that he's concerned, and he's like, "We need to quit lollygagging and get going." So as soon as you come in, you're like, "Dude, let me tell you about this fight and this dragon." And he's like, "We need to get going." That's literally what his priority was. And that's not uncommon for him. He's focused of mind, as a archaeologist, when he gets a task on hand. But obviously, there's something a little bit more behind.
Does he seem scared?
He's concerned. He's concerned. Some of what he's come across, he says he has to verify, and he only can do that when he gets the text back in Winterhold. But it's definitely time to move along. So the Harples are obviously very interested in what's going on. Some jokes were made. Basically, we don't have to worry about Abigail following you anymore. And then, of course, there come an opportunity where you're talking about, hey, we got this stuff. Okay, you're fairly certain that you might be able to do some mending to the belt.
Okay.
But they do tell you it's magical. Okay. And this is what they tell you about this. And so let me, where's the picture that I wanted to find? There is a picture of a skull
Okay.
on this belt, on the buckle, okay? Which looks like there's sun rays coming out of this,
Okay.
okay? Knowledge religion? You can, let's have you roll knowledge religion.
Alright.
And anybody can roll this. I'm going to give it to you, just about whatever, but knowledge religion.
14.
Okay.
Not too good.
Natural
12.
20.
So between you and other people there, this is a symbol for Cyric.
Cyric.
Okay, do you know who Cyric is?
No.
Okay, he is
Evil guy.
basically god of what's exactly his plane of existence. I forget. It used to be death, but then they got taken from him. Strife, murder.
Evil doing.
Yeah.
Okay. How do you spell his name?
Cyric. Cyric.
Yeah.
So his sort of the way the skull appears is like a dark sun is what they call it, and so. But the skull is really interesting. It's probably going to be a little pricey, by the way, because let me see. It's described as being obsidian,
Ooh.
ruby eyes.
That's on the skull?
Yes, emerald for teeth. And the belt is made out of iron over leather.
Wow.
And when the Harples, which are helping you to, hey, this is magical, and they go, oh, they see the symbol on the front, Cyric. And of course they cast Identify, and they're able to come up basically saying, do you really want to keep this? Because we feel Cyric may want it back at some point in time. It is called the Belt of the Black Skull.
Okay. The belt of the black skull.
Yes.
Are we able to interpret what it does, if anything?
So it does require attunement. From the belt are beads.
Okay.
Okay, so it looks like a fringe, like on a western wear or something along that lines. They say this is a combination of. It's a mutation of multiple magical items, basically. So in layman's terms, our terms, it's a necklace of prayer beads
Okay.
with an amulet of the black skull made into a belt form.
Okay.
The beads basically can be pulled off, and it's almost like spells that can be cast.
So spells are inside each bead.
Yes.
Okay.
Different types of beads with different symbols and stuff on them. This is definitely made for a cleric. So if you're
Okay.
not a cleric, you can't even attune to it.
Yeah.
The black skull portion of it is it allows you to do minor teleportation. So basically, you could teleport yourself and everything you're wearing to a location that's about 100 feet from you,
Alright,
with a catch.
of course.
That's what the catch could be very negative, and only evil people have a tendency of using it. So sometimes
we
you
have.
come out on the other end enlarged. Sometimes they come out reduced. Sometimes they come wearing nothing but just the amulet. Sometimes they show up on the other end in a comatose state. Sometimes they come over and they've got
On fire.
Huh?
On fire.
No, but they have a symbol of Cyric burned into their forehead.
Mm.
So, anyway,
But
that's
you might lose your whip.
Give me my hand. Oh.
I have this hand. It just nubs.
I don't want this. I can't attune to it. I don't think we have clerics here. I say we sell it.
Do we sell it?
Do we just hold
Or
on
do we
to
just
it?
hold on to it?
Sirius is
Or
not going to be
bargain
happy
that.
if we sell it.
We're not gonna be happy if we hang on to it either.
Unless
I'm
they come
just
to
gonna
ask
be-
for it.
I mean,
Well, I mean, the Harples are willing to keep it in a secure location if that's what you want to do.
We
I
can
mean,
do that.
I don't
Yeah.
think you're going to necessarily find a buyer, or if you do, whether or not you really want them to have it
Yeah.
in that case, but you can do whatever
Would
you
that
want to.
put the Harples in trouble with
Oh, that's not the only
That's
time they
not
have
our
artifacts
problem.
and stuff along that lines in their area, so.
So we could just throw it in the bottom of the lake and let Sirius get it itself.
first of all, it's true. That's not our problem. Second of all, if we're carrying it and people come for it, more followers of Sirius, that's going to be our problem.
Yeah.
I'm not overly fond of that. I'm not overly fond of the entire
So,
situation.
so you want to keep it?
No.
I'm
say
cool with
we
letting
If
the
the
Harples
Harples
hold on
want
to
it,
it.
I say let them have
That's like, it's
You
ours,
want a
but,
multi-class to cleric, what?
it. I
And now that's the
am I still this? Or can I talk?
Huh?
Can I talk yet?
Oh, yeah, you're
Oh, okay.
yeah. I'm sorry, yeah.
I completely forgot. So like now I was like, ooh, I have a -5 to strength.
The amulet that he has. Oh, sorry. Let me just sort of change gears while you're. If you want to look it up on D&D Beyond, it's the periaptive proof against poison.
Nice.
So it's a silver chain with a brilliant cut black gem pendant. When you wear it, poison has no effect on you, nor does a poison condition have any effect on you. You basically have an immunity to poison.
That means you can't get drunk.
Is it a poison?
Alcohol is poison, yeah. Alcohol poison.
I mean, is it a poison though?
Maybe it's just that he can't get alcohol poison.
But I mean, like, it
Well,
kills germs.
I like that logic.
I like
That's
his
still gonna be
idea.
one sucky hangover, though.
I say you just give it a try.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens.
See, we'll find out. We'll find out. after
Take
the
it and
intermission.
drink your weight.
Fine.
Drink my way. I weigh a lot.
Drink all of our
Your
weight
point.
together.
Nobody really knows about the ring that was taken and gone, but
That's the one that bothers me.
we'll see him again, I'm sure.
Chaotic, basically.
Any other?
Yeah, so what happened between you two? Why don't you like each other?
I just didn't
How
like
about these little chain links? Can you tell me much about them?
it.
I pull out those two chain links that I got.
He tried to
I have
use.
a bad attitude.
I was
But
gonna
he
say,
has-
that's
He
With
tried to
these
use
giant-
magic on us.
You trying to use magic on it?
Yeah, he tried to
I don't
cast.
know if they're just regular chain links or
Yeah,
they.
they were just
He
regular.
tried
Sorry,
to
yeah.
cast calm emotions
Okay.
on us.
They were
while
just
he was
regular
talking
chain
to us.
links,
We
yeah.
have to listen to him.
Try to calm emotions, sir.
Is there any way I can get
And
them
I
and
just
just
snapped
put
it
them
out of
in,
the
like, make little things to hold it, like my beard?
You don't calm emotions
Bit
of one
weird
woman.
through
Yeah,
it.
that's what I was
Yeah, I'm
sitting
sure
here
you could do
thinking.
something.
That's the worst possible.
That's what I'll
you
do.
could try to
Were
do.
we successful in our separate endeavors?
You were successful in what you were doing.
Awesome.
You were somewhat successful.
Okay.
We'll get back to that.
Not
But
And then
as often.
a month ago when I was here, I also was doing research on a wand that I had jacked. Just a friendly reminder. I figured.
good thing you reminded me because I totally forgot about that. So we'll say it's a wand of wonder because we wonder what it was. Actually, here's the thing. Sure, wand of wonder.
Good or bad.
You have to look it up. I can look it up real quick.
Oh wait, no, it's a real thing. Okay.
Yeah, it is a real thing, actually, as a matter of fact.
I'm assuming, right? Because you're back with us.
Yeah. Back
Okay,
with you guys, right?
That was or in.
Wander, W-A-N.
No. Wanda. W.
Wander or Wonder?
Wonder. Not wander, but wonder.
Oh, okay.
Requires attunement by a spellcaster. And basically what you do is you roll percentile dice and it does a variety of different things depending on what you roll.
Yo, hear me out. I'm a spellcaster.
Hear me out.
We don't trust you as spell. No.
I've never heard another member of the party with my spell.
That's true.
She said,
She
"Hear me out.
has.
I want both hands."
And he has. I have not.
Is your platypus considered a member of the party?
I didn't hurt him. Someone else threw him and hurt him.
The
My magic didn't hurt
the
him.
harple that
He
helps
just
you
threw it back.
basically says this wand has 7 charges. And you can expend an action, use an action to expend one of the charges, and you choose a target within 120 feet of you. Basically, what we're going to do is we roll percentile dice and see what happens.
And am I capable of using it? I guess.
You're not a spellcaster. So some of the effects that can be done with the Wand of Wonder is casting slow or fairy fire, getting stunned, gust of wind, detect thought, stinking cloud, causing rain to fall. Animals can be summoned, lightning bolt, butterflies, enlarge or reduce, darkness, etc., etc., etc. Oh yeah, that was just half.
Now you just have to become a spellcaster.
Give it to me.
Hear me
trickster?
out.
I don't think any one of us.
Would I technically use it as an Eldritch Knight?
None of us know she
Yeah,
has
technically,
that, do we?
Caster.
Nope, I don't think so.
If you have spell slots,
All of
you're
us
good.
that are vying for it,
You said if you have spell slots.
we don't know she has
I
it.
know, that's fair.
I think so.
I think so too.
Wait.
It's up to the DM.
Or yeah, it's up to the DM.
Well, I'm just gonna look it
Elok
up how
count
much
as a
it's worth as a
caster?
He's an arcane
He's a Eldritch Knight.
Eldritch Knight. Yeah, sorry.
Not yet. You're still Eldritch Squire.
Things are growing.
Hey, we can take your wings too.
Wow.
Oh
You're gonna take them before I get them?
no!
Never
I want to
gonna
give them
live
to you
it
first
down.
and then take them.
I want to take bitch
Actually, you're going to get some type of disease where it gets stunted growth, so you're going to just have these little bitty.
Oh.
Be like Cupid, but a great big tail.
Oh.
Big tail. Big tail, little wings. I get it.
Big head and little arms.
So, are we?
Like a kangaroo.
Is there anything we need to cover before we do?
Have I heard anything?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Is this radio silence?
Basically, to this point.
You said I was sort of successful?
Yes.
That could go a lot of ways. Can you clarify?
Sort of.
You didn't kill
Sorry.
yourself doing it.
It was the look.
I worked 40 hours last week. And I just sorry.
No, you're okay.
After going 12 years without having a clock in paying job, and I'm now working again, and it's a little.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I did not.
No, you're okay. I went for 3 things. How many was I successful in retrieving? Okay, boom.
One.
I know which one because it's the only one I remember.
Okay, very good. Okay.
See, it works out. It's fine.
It's good.
How many doses was I able to make?
6. Okay. And
I'm
when
ready
you,
to
Who's
carry
ready to
out.
steal
when you
some
put it on, it'll
That's
last.
how it works.
Depending if it's
My dexterity.
if you put it in your
Oh,
sheath,
sorry, you're also wrong.
then it's going to cut the time in half because it's sort of wearing off. If it gets wet,
You make weird noises.
like when it's raining or something along that lines, and that's also.
And is it an action item to
Fine. I'll
Is
take
it an
the
action
wood over
to-
it, too.
cover it? Okay.
To do it correctly without necessarily poisoning yourself.
Why wear gloves? Because
It doesn't mean
I don't like to
doesn't
die.
mean the gloves can't absorb.
that's true.
And that's
Well,
one.
it's on injury, not contact.
I could do it for
Correct. That's what I'm saying. It depends on the type of. So if you're saying this one's on injury, then that's
Yes.
fine. Okay. Yeah.
you. I wear the parry out as well.
Okay. Sounds good.
And how long does it last? I'm sorry.
6 hours.
Okay.
Yeah. 6 and 6. That's what we'll do. All right. Anything else?
I mentioned to him, I'm gonna talk to him about
Doctor,
helping him out.
you can. Why not?
So pulling him aside.
Was that a duck?
I think that was a
Just wait.
that was an amateur COVID test.
Amateur COVID test.
Yeah. If you smell it, you don't have COVID
Well, I don't smell it.
yet.
Give it time.
Let it waft.
Let it marinate. Let it marinate.
No, don't say that.
For those of you watching the stream, yes, I farted.
It must permeate.
So I admitted to the group I farted. Okay, I told the stream.
That's
I farted.
fine. I mean,
It's
you,
okay.
that's up
Nobody
to you.
sits in that wet chair but you.
It is.
I sit there on off Saturday.
Oh, that sucks for you.
I'm
That's
just saying right now.
you're next.
Just wash your pants after, you know.
No, burn the chair.
You're my favorite chair. You know how hard it is? I gotta break in these chairs.
You set it on fire.
You set it on fire and you just see like, oh, spirits.
You will die.
Anything on Twitch we need to address?
No, I'm keeping an eye on
Well,
gas
yeah.
warnings.
I might have noticed
Somebody just said gas warnings.
you were out of town.
Yeah, I leave from time to time. I have a life outside of you guys.
I just find it kind of interesting. Wanted to,
Just leaving town?
you know,
I mean, dude, there's no Krispy Kreme here. I mean, what do you want me to do?
There's Krispy Kreme.
It's burning.
Actually, his fingers are kind of creamy as they.
They're
They're crispy and.
I was like, why are you drilling him about leaving?
Wow.
Dang, Elliot, where'd you coming from? Think they got lives? Leave them alone. So yeah, while you all were having fun, we were dealing with dragons and some that wanted to kill us because of you.
They ate my other hand.
No, y'all don't know where he went.
Wait,
None
you
of us
really
know
found
where
No,
he
it?
went.
that you were gone. They were just
I
gone.
just hold up the same one.
Oh.
Doing their thing.
I was like,
Like tuck the other one behind him.
No, but I know he was vulnerable. Y'all don't know that. So.
We know he wasn't there. He was off
Yeah.
doing
Yeah.
something. We were taking care of
No, I was
business.
talking to him.
do we know what they
privately.
wanted us
Yeah.
for? Because that's crazy. I don't have any.
Like what?
I don't have
Is it
any
about the
enemies.
golden dragons again?
I'm talking to you.
He's talking
without
privately.
them.
Oh.
What they're talking about has nothing to do with
Oh.
Well, I'm a,
Well, I mean, I just had to leave town and had to go see a man about a dog.
Okay.
If you wanted a dog, I could have got you.
I see
Gotcha.
what you do with your animals. I don't want I
That's
don't
why
want
it would
that
be
traumatized then.
I just,
Wow.
you know, I just wanted
Okay.
to double check. You know, I know you've still got.
You got
nuts
me
and
there.
you can't
Yeah,
fly
I
yet.
did. I did
wanted
throw a
to make
flaming
sure
pop.
that, like,
Everything.
He's almost like John Wick in a sense, right?
I was just,
Just handling some business.
I keep up with you here and there. You know,
Thanks for checking on my
check in
nubs.
on you.
Is that my name now, Nubs? no longer Eli.
No,
Like half of us is nubs at this point.
Dude, honestly.
There's
That would
3 of
be-
you that could sort of qualify. 4 if the dwarf takes off his pants. So anyway, that's just.
Hey, I
it's
love
almost
you.
as good as
I
status
I
balls.
love you too.
I'm just saying I nub you.
Tickle.
Oh.
So anyways, are we supposed to be heading out of town soon? Or?
Well, that's what I'm. So.
So you guys catching us up on like are we having me caught up on what
Yes.
happened?
Yes.
I
Do
would
we
say
know
could.
why they were looking for us?
No, we were hoping you would shed some light on that
What did
particular
you
subject.
What did I do? What did I
What
do?
did
We were
Saving
all at
Grace
the
do?
Dracolas, right?
I mean, we saved the world. I'm not sure why we get so much flack for saving the world. Next time, remember, we'll let y'all die.
Whoa.
You
We were
don't-
in there with you, all of us.
Yes.
So slow your attitude on that.
Goodness gracious.
But they
it
asked
seems
for
like
saving
every
faith.
time we come back, we're being attacked for
Correct. No one's attacked. Well,
Yes.
most of us are not.
I haven't attacked anyone yet.
Oh, wait a minute,
Well,
guys.
verbally.
Whoa.
we're not attacking. We're saying what I'm saying. I don't care about anybody else and what they're saying. What I'm saying is, what is happening? Why are they looking for you?
I don't know.
Well, okay, so tell me about your families, going back, or anybody pissed at anybody in your lineage or anything. What's going on?
That's
I don't know. What's
That's
going
all.
on with your family, sir?
Yeah, what's
My
going on
family
with
is
you?
all dead.
Oh.
Look,
Nobody's mad at them because somebody already killed them
Same.
all.
So,
I was an orphan.
we're just about.
I don't know that about you. That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
We
No.
literally, this team
I don't
knows
like to
nothing
talk
about
about
each
my
other.
family.
Oh, well, just so you guys know, orphan.
well, look, guys.
Orphan.
I get it. Sometimes it's a little touchy. I understand. Okay, but what I'm saying is,
Oh, and dwarfing.
Oh, God.
Orphan.
what I'm saying is, we were just attacked by someone riding a dragon,
Yes.
looking for you all, looking for something that is in your possession, because we are not saving face. And you might say that we are not saving face.
Alright.
Okay, so we're trying to. If I'm going to travel with you all, I need to know that I'm safe because I mean, at
don't
this
have
point, I
any
have no clue.
affiliation with the person that was looking for us or dragons.
I mean, I'm dragonborn, but
He's got a point, but what I'm saying is we need to figure this out before we go any further. I need any kind of information before on the way up there. I mean, because God only knows an ancient black dragon might come down and just destroy us all just because.
Oh, why gotta be a black thing?
I mean,
Why you gotta say that? I don't know how to.
Just because I pulled out a white one earlier doesn't, why we gotta? Why can't it be a gold? You know.
An ancient copper dragon.
we've met.
Wow.
Yeah.
You have something against the in-betweens?
I don't like this situation, and I'm not a fan of the
You
energy
tried
you're
in the
creating
Family
at the table
Matters.
today.
You tried in the Family Matters. You had this coming.
Not Ronnie. Ronnie's being uncomfortable. I know, Logan. You tell him.
Hey, don't hear from the dog pound. No.
He's all twisted around the table, so he can't reach anybody. That's why he's mad. No bark. Well, that.
Oh.
Little bit of barking. It's like, screw you.
I will
It'd be
do
worse
more.
if Bubba was.
He said yes, but no.
So, not prying into your family
Well, Bubba,
affairs
remember Yoda?
at all. What I'm saying is, are there
My
any
dog
enemies?
I'm
I
pretty
mean, we
sure,
all have enemies, I'm
I'm
sure.
pretty sure we have it.
But
But I can
brother,
tell you
Yoda
right
got
now that
stolen.
I don't have enemies that ride dragons.
Ah,
2 letters later.
that's kind of par for the course for us. Dragons
I've
seem
fought
to
a
be
Dracolich with you.
yeah, I'm saying
We
dragons
all did.
kind
I'm
of be
aware
a
of
thing
it.
with
It's
us.
kind of cool.
You know, I know who you are. I know your names, Lock and Silk. But that's about as far as it goes because, personally, that's all I want to know. That is until somebody rides down on a dragon, saps all my strength out, and tells me it's because it's something you all have.
What
I
does
don't
saving
know.
face take? That would cause.
So what are the Harples at the end? I'd like to know too.
Yeah. We have drawn an audience.
I couldn't.
I
We
couldn't
settle
tell
this-
you what
should
we
we-
took.
Should we continue this on the road with less of an audience?
Yes, we need to get going. My brother is anxious to get to where he's got to get to
You
where
heard,
Squirrels.
you heard the dwarf.
He's not that short.
Huh?
He's not that short. Jeez.
I mean, he's.
What did you say?
We need to get going. My brother wants to go. If y'all want to stay, y'all can stay, but we need to go. Me and my brother.
Logan.
Were we or were we not hired? Logan, stop.
Logan, sweetie.
He said, but you're not.
Were we or
You're
were we not
mistaken.
hired to escort this caravan to Winterhold?
Mm-hmm.
I'd be happy to continue that.
I mean, we should
that journey.
probably finish what we were hired for.
Does he need to use the bathroom?
Not really hired, more like tasked
Task.
by the Emerald Enclave.
Let's say we need to continue seeing this out at least.
So is a party in agreement that tomorrow morning everybody is ready and we'll get an early start?
Yep.
Sounds good.
So one of the things that's concerning Bjorn is both the weather. As you get farther north, it is we're going from what we would call mid-fall to later fall, in our terminology. So as you get closer to the mountains, the likelihood of encountering inclement weather is a lot more of an issue. So he is anxious to try to maybe avoid some of that by getting on the road, for sure. And you've got quite the haul still. So if you all remember our map set up, one of those behind us, I'll stand there, point it out to you again. Started off here in Waterdeep, went up the long road, got up here to Long Saddles where you're at, and you're trying to get up here to Winterhold. Okay? Any caravan that is going up this way will probably cut off at this point and head over to Mirabar to do their business, whereas y'all would continue to skirt around on the outside of the Lurkwood. Of course, there's certain people that probably wouldn't mind going to the Lurkwood, would you? Going home for a little bit, but not quite in the cards yet. So,
Unless they find out who we are.
I'm sorry?
Unless they find out what's going on with us.
Well, I mean, if you need to, I guess you can always go to the Lurkwood, but that is kind of, their establishment is a little out of the way. So, all right, so the next day comes and y'all get back on the road again, and boy, if you thought the road before was tiring, the first weekend, and you're already tired of living on the road, level of exhaustion kicks in as y'all continue to knock up the miles and continue and actually, whereas Bjorn has been kind of reticent to actually engage really anybody, he's been doing his studying. Now he's actually almost like a slave driver. Just y'all stop for an evening meal and he's trying to pushing everybody. All right, he scarfs his food down and he's waiting for y'all. He is really nervous, and of course he's willing to talk about it, and so it's not like a secret. He has uncovered some information that he needs to verify. That's it. And so this information sounds like he's nervous about what it may portend, but he needs to get the documents back that are in Winterhold and verify that what he's going off of memory. And so if his translation is correct from what he found in Waterdeep, then this could be really ugly. But he won't be able to verify that until he gets back up and takes a look at the actual text. Sometimes syntax, when you're doing that type of translation, means everything. That being said, you start encountering some of that weather that he talks about. You get a bit where you're slogging through the rain. You get where small little villages and hamlets are harder to come by. Even if you do, you're able to go in and just barely get a hot meal, maybe a dry place, and you're back on the road again. Not even enough time to really to let any road weariness go forward. It seems like the fun times are over. And it actually gets to the point where you know the area that you're at, so you have split apart from the caravan that are headed off to Mirabar. Good news, bad news type deal. The good news is without Abigail Razorheart seemingly to throw things at you, the encounters along the way have been a lot more mundane. The old monster here, a little thing here, there. Not much of anything really of note to talk about. Nothing like you have seen so far up to this point. And you continue going up, like I said, in the main part of the caravan, what's left of it, heads off towards Mirabar, and basically what we're down with is just a couple of wagons full of supplies. Matter of fact, Bjorn has got to the point where he's not even studying anymore. He's have gotten to the point where he's one-track minded, and he's walking now. And so the weather has now gotten to where you're getting snow flurries. And surprising good for you that it's not, you don't feel, the cold is not affecting you. Well, before when you could feel it in your wings, something was wrong. Now, it seems okay. So,
It's gone.
it could be gone. It seems like it is. It seems like it is. Which is a good thing. I mean, if you've looked at this traumatic experience of losing your wings, you want to hope that they got it all.
Yeah.
And of course the Harkles were pretty. I mean, it was pretty emotional for them as well too. The fact that they, had to take the wings and all that. But so while things still ache and you still have phantom pains and stuff along that lines, you're kind of overly conscious of what's going on, and you're like, hey, I'm kind of surprised, but I don't feel kind of negative effects here. It's difficult to tinker on the road, but you're still trying. Okay, so you've got to the point where you've figured out how to make some small joints, but you're not figured out how to sort of power them up yet.
Yeah.
So they can just slide on and they can be flopping around. But you're trying to figure out maybe if there's a way of doing that. Some of your thought process on that maybe will just make this finger stiff and make it where if you break the joint, then it can flop around as you need be. But for the most part, it'll just stay straight unless need be. But you're not satisfied with that yet. And so you're still tinkering.
Right.
But you really need some time at a lab where you can play around and on the road is not necessarily, you don't have access to all your tools, and the biggest thing is just y'all are slogging through all this other stuff, so you're using more of your mind than anything, as well the rest of y'all. I mean, so some of the information that you want to know about backgrounds can be, if you want to share that among one another on the road, then we can do that. We don't necessarily need to role play it unless you really want to. But if somebody has any specific questions about people's characters or backgrounds, if you want to tell them off to the side, or if you know something sort of out of game about the characters, if you verify with them that you would like to have it as your character actually knows it, then go ahead. I'll let you discuss that all among yourselves. But we get to a point where you're getting closer to home, And Winterhold, it's you didn't realize it, but you're just like, I'm ready to get home for a bit, Also two acts, kind of a drinking partner of yours who ran the town guard, kind of a straightforward kind of your kind of guy, just but it'd be nice to see him again and see all what was going on. But then you see it coming. You see this storm coming. And you know that you got about 5 or 6 hours to go, and you're not going to make it to Winterhold before the storm hits. Yeah, and you're going to need to find a place to hole up. Okay, but luckily you got a couple guys that know the area, and so that helps out. Not only the caravan guys going over the area, Bjorn knows a little bit. He knows more about the maps and stuff along that lines, but you've actually wandered around. And you remember that there's a small little place called Holy Hollows, and it's just a little place about 5 hours away from Winterhold. And while they're not the most friendliest of town, there's not really an inn. It's just a little hamlet, You figured that you might be able to find something there. That if you can hole up, because you don't know how long this looks like it could last for a couple days, not longer. And even then after that, you don't know what the roads and stuff are going to look like. And so y'all are slogging along, and you don't even make it to Holy Hollows, and the storm hits. And y'all are getting just pelted. Yeah, you're getting hammered. Now, outside of town, you remembered that there's this old temple, I guess, for lack of a better word. I don't know. It's always been old. It's always been, but it's probably got 2.5 of the 4 walls, and a little bit of a roof, maybe. You're hoping that maybe somebody may have done some better stuff, so it might be able to give you some shelter from this, at least from the wind. Maybe you can make a fire. but it's well worth it, and it's not all that far away.
All right.
Something that interests you, or would you? I don't know.
I mentioned it to the party.
Okay.
I mean, we don't really have too much choice.
If we want to stay dry, we'll have to go there.
Not just dry. At this point, you're now getting
Hammered. You're like just.
well. Not just it's not wet. Not just wet. It's frozen precipitation.
freezing.
And you're taking some hypothermia. So you're now at 2 levels of exhaustion. And who remembers what 2 levels of exhaustion does? Where's the critical hits and misses? Oh. I'll tell you. I'll remind you what 2 levels of exhaustion do. So. Because even I forget. How about that?
You're very sorry.
So your speed is half,
Speed is half.
and disadvantage on ability checks.
That's annoying.
No doubt. I mean, y'all have definitely, but we're just like 5 hours away. I mean, you were sort of hoping to be able to make it before the storm hit. He's all telling you about his favorite haunts and the food that we'll get, and it's just and you just can't get there. So the Cedar Hill Sanctum is what he mentions. And he's right. It's like 2.5 walls. There is no ceiling. The walls happen to be facing the wrong direction to provide you the right kind of cover. And you're up there and you're trying to see if there's any way you can do, like take the caravan wagons and put them in a way where you can maybe block some of the wind and put some tarps and stuff up. And it just doesn't look like that's going to help.
Is it just us here, or did other people come?
There's like about another 10, give or take, of some of the caravan people.
Most of the caravan went to Winterhold.
Yeah, it's just a few stragglers. I mean, it's not a whole lot. And that's when one of the people notices that there is a set of doors in the very back of this sanctum area that looks like it may go down into an underground area that would provide type of shelter. For as old as this situation is, the doors are beat up, kind of battered and stuff along that lines, but they open easy enough.
If we don't want to go down there, I can do Lehman's tiny hut, make a little dome over us. It'll keep the cold out, but I'll have to keep recasting it. But it might be easier to stay in this.
I mean,
I'll go
I
and
like
check it
your
out.
idea.
I like not
it
being
keeps us
cold.
It keeps us out of the creepy.
Yeah, because
Dungeon.
I mean, this is we're exhausted.
This is how we.
So
die.
who are you going to leave out of the hut?
That's the
So
thing.
how
Is
many
it's
people fit
You
in
said
that?
how many people fit in the hut?
we're not gonna be able to fit every single person in. Here.
So somebody's gonna have to go down.
It will fit 9 creatures of medium size or smaller.
So let's.
So you're going to let the horses freeze?
It's
No, so let's leave it, I
Lehman's
guess-
tiny hut.
Let's
I'm
leave
gonna
the
look at
caravan
our
people.
ranger here. Let's go at least check out the door.
I'll go.
For anyone that wants
I
to
mean,
like, keep
we
watch,
can
I can
we
keep
can
watch.
leave the caravan
I
people in that, and then we can go
see any traps?
downstairs.
Yeah, roll.
Rogue doing rogue.
Yeah.
Just imagine that one person be cold.
It would be more than one, and they'd be pissed too. Because everything's wet, and they, so what little
Take
bit of
turns.
Just looking at
Is
everybody
it
like.
anything
"Whoa."
other than what's on it?
No disadvantage on ability checks, correct?
so you get. Okay, so do you remember what your patch does?
He's trapped.
3 times a day, you're able to do what?
Check for traps.
With
Well,
advantage.
okay, with advantage.
Mm.
With your normally checking for traps, because you're 2 levels of exhaustion, it would give you disadvantage, so they cancel out.
Okay.
So you just
So whatever your straight roll is, and you can add your modifier there.
Which modifier?
Dexterity.
You're doing investigation, right?
Oh, is that investigation? That's right. I was thinking
Investigation is in.
So plus 3, right? So 15.
Hmm?
15.
You do not appear to see any traps.
Let's send the
On the,
platypus.
what are you looking for on the door?
And then traps within inside
It's
the
going to
door.
be hard for you to see unless you light him on fire.
Because we said it opens
with it.
easily.
Give me a range.
Yeah.
Let's light
That's
him
what I
on
was
fire.
saying. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
There's a
Traps
whole story
inside
about
the
that,
door.
by the way.
We can catapult.
Yeah.
We can use the catapult
It's
strike.
everybody's
to get-
He's not. No, I'm not
So-
doing that.
Cloud is
Desperate
light
times
us
for
on fire.
desperate measures.
And
he
then
would kill me.
catapulted him. and hit a giant.
And then
His-
also people.
His,
I have a familiar, so it's a familiar as a wizard, so I can, if it dies, I can just summon it back.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, so
you,
you just treating it like it's not.
I did it once.
oh, he came back
so he
pissed.
made the platypus break fire, catapulted it, and hit all the enemies on a line. Was caught by a giant who threw it back at us, hit all the enemies again in a line.
It hit me.
So
And then,
And then came back pissed.
Wait. We have
Thought you
drift orbs.
played this, I
Can
wouldn't
we
show up
send-
when you called.
I'm sorry?
We have drift orbs. Can we send drift orbs through, like, down whatever corridor there is?
Sure. So I show you the set of stairs that are on the other side of the door, going down, and basically what it seems to be is just a small burial area, but not wide enough where we should be able to. The horses may or may not be able to make it. Horses, mules, or whatever may not be able to make it upstairs. Okay, but it doesn't mean y'all couldn't go up there and try to check on them. I don't know if you'd get them down those stairs.
We could put them in a tiny hut.
There's all that as well too.
We
But
could put them in a tiny hut, and then everybody.
How many of them are there though?
I mean, that's a good question.
They only
There
hold
was
9
only-
people our size.
there was
So
only
let's just say
10.
4. There's
There was
4 of them.
only 10.
There's 4 of them.
they'll
Yeah,
fit.
so
They'll fit.
they'll fit.
With one other, if one person wants to go in there with them, they'll fit too.
No. I think
So you probably would have different people that probably may or may not want to
Wouldn't
rotate.
that be you since you'd have to maintain the spell?
Yeah, you have to maintain the spell too. So y'all
Good
have
luck,
to stay
friend.
back.
Yeah,
And I'm
but
just
I
gonna go
would
down
wanna-
the stairs.
That's the only thing is I.
Don't you want a spell anchor?
No, that is not his to have.
Can
Or
I,
his to know about?
Or his to know.
I mean, it doesn't
Okay,
require
I stay with
concentration.
him.
It just
You can.
Okay, I'd like to stay with him. Well, we have communications soon.
Okay. Yep. Sounds good. So who's staying up, and who's deciding to go down?
I guess me and him will stay up there with the
Down.
Okay.
the horses.
I'll send the platypus down with him so I can look through his eyes. And
Sure.
see.
So you're gonna have 2 of the civilians stay with y'all, along with the 4 horses. Okay. 4 horsemen of the apocalypse.
There's no
As soon as you said
Pull
4, I was like, nope,
Pull
I'm
a
not.
crystal bead out and just slam it. with
And
my-
then
no immediate
dome that
traps,
stops the
and,
snow.
I offer
Stays
up
lit
orbs.
inside of where we
Well,
are.
no, we already see everything with the orb,
I
right?
think it lasts for 8 hours.
The
Yeah, we have
corridor?
a dungeoneering kit. We can
so
put
yeah,
it
it's
I mean, yeah. This
as
lasts
bright
for 8
as the orb
hours.
is
8 hours.
normally.
Mhm.
Okay. And you're able to see it, and basically what
Yeah,
it looks
it's
like
completely
is
dry
just
inside.
a rundown old area where maybe they
Yeah,
may
it's already
have
lit.
Oh, it is.
stored some
already
things
warm
in rooms or whatever.
Mhm.
Okay, but a nice big wide corridor with a couple either openings or doorways off to either side. It's dirty, dusty. There's spider webs and different things going on. But for the most part, it looks dry, and it looks like there is remnants of enough stuff where you should be able to put some type of small fire together, or something along that line.
Oh, the dome is also impenetrable, so nothing can hit us in here.
You said impenetrable?
Yeah.
How impenetrable?
Like the spell literally says, it is an impenetrable dome. Until I leave the dome, then it dissipates.
Okay, so wait, how impenetrable is it? Like if
Until
a
someone
if
dispels
a
magic.
dragon flies into it,
Unless they
that
dispel
happens
magic,
to be
it
that
stays.
unless they dispel magic.
Yeah, if they can
It's
dispel
almost
the
like
magic,
they're
then it
like waving a red flag in front of a bull.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah,
right?
hey, dude, impenetrable. That's
It's
a
like,
terrible
stop trying
thing to
to
say.
throw
You
it
said
back.
penetrate.
So if we go down,
dang it, Wade.
He said if he goes. Wait, he asked if he goes down.
if we go down the steps
Yes, sir.
and look, I mean, we've already seen what's down in here, or have we not gone down yet?
Well, I mean, that's really kind of up to you.
I was going to take.
There are miniatures around here, y'all somewhere.
I'll go down and
Just
check.
use my orb to see what it looks like.
There's an Elok.
Yeah, it doesn't do anything else.
I'm just here to stay
Just like
party.
over the
There's.
I'm up in the toes. Hey, I got
Is that
some
what you're-
dice if you want to play. While we're
Yeah,
waiting.
oh, let's keep the.
This is, who's that?
That's the ranger.
Ranger.
Yeah.
This, yeah, this one didn't age well.
Oh wow.
You can rip the wings off.
That's yeah.
There's me.
I don't know if
It's
we
like
got
me
here.
and Elog are like,
No, you don't need that.
And I've got B.
That's Sylph.
Sylph.
Uh-huh. Here's Dead Adventure.
You want okay?
You wanna eat that?
Did you say go underneath that?
No, I didn't say that.
Oh.
Not
Just
quite
making
there.
Sure that I was
Actually, more in the hallway.
not downstairs.
Actually, yep. Well, on the, right in front of the double doors there.
The one
That right? Yep. Actually,
John died, Stompingham?
All right, so you're going in, right?
Yeah.
I was too.
Wait,
So we'll put
you remember that's how John killed himself.
That's the
that when he
adventure.
Pagans?
electrocuted himself.
He didn't electrocute himself. He killed the guy you're supposed to rescue.
No,
No.
almost killed him, but he killed
Almost
himself.
He killed himself, remember? Because he
Was touching him.
like
He killed the bad guy, and he killed not himself. That was the intellect devourer killed him. Ate his brain.
Oh.
Yeah, it was awful. All right. So as you come down and you got things lit up, what you end up seeing is, well, one of the things that sort of catches your attention, what looks to be a corpse.
In a burial place? What?
This one actually seems to be
Fresh.
Yep. Yes.
Yeah.
I would say probably within the last 2 weeks.
It's not
Badly
quite,
mauled, half eaten, and you notice it's actually in a winter guard uniform.
Oh.
So
Or it's eaten. You asked from.
Is there tracks or anything in here?
Yeah, I'm probably relaying up to Hippopotamus's eyes.
No,
Well, I mean,
we
the-
have communication styles.
Gotcha. Also, there seems to be
A blood trail or anything?
no. Well, actually, it looked like the body was farther in, and may have gotten either, I don't know, could have walked, dragged, or whatever, to where it's at now. Okay. There seems to be in this first room to the left as you come down the stairs. Okay. If you look inside, there's a sarcophagus, basically, and it's been broken and it's just nothing in it. But off to the side of that, there seems to be, in that same room, though, is, well, I don't really know where it's at.
Does everybody at the bottom of the stairs, can they see in the dark?
I know the first three
You got the drift globes
can
up,
and you
right?
can.
Right.
I can't.
But if
You can.
there's something that could eat us, do I want to have a glowing globe down there?
I don't know. You said you pulled them out, though.
Right.
They're
Okay,
there.
so-
I can't see. It's dark.
Okay.
So there is a husk of another body,
Oh, jeez.
That's
and it's desiccated. So it's kind of hard to tell how long it's been. I have my dead body miniatures are over there or whatever. But anyway, it is also in a Winter Guard uniform though.
Any reason why they'd be this far out that I know of?
They have been known to protect the outlying hamlets and villages. That's not uncommon, but unless they were looking for something very specific.
Can I kind of investigate the body to see if I see any distinct markings of like what killed it or anything like that?
Well, you're gonna have to get. You're not gonna be able to do it from that far away.
Yeah. Oh, I know. Well, I will look at them and say, "Watch my back."
I'm gonna go up to the door while he's going
Which
at
one?
it. This,
movement.
yeah.
So there is. Okay, so that is one half of a door. The other half is missing.
Okay.
So that's what it basically represents. The one on your left, basically. So there's an opening there. There's this double set of doors that are closed on this side over here. The double set of doors where the body is, one of the doors is partly open. Okay.
And I would also like to just make a quick check for any traps or anything on the way as well.
Okay. Roll.
Okay. So what is that? It's just
Investigation.
and I'm at disadvantage. I know I'm at disadvantage. You don't have to remind me.
You're at disadvantage.
Okay, 8. Investigation is 16.
You
total.
think you see a normal room.
A normal. Okay, so then I'll move
Um,
slowly
I
up to the
wanna-
body.
He's laughing because the way I word that is.
Oh yeah,
I want to,
nerve wracking.
Yes.
since we're indoors, I want to coat my short sword, and I wanted to investigate with him. Well, he said somebody have his back. I want to be behind him.
So let's do one thing at a time.
Okay.
So you're coating your sword while he is looking for traps.
She cut me my sword.
And then once he thinks that there's not any traps there, and I think you probably verify that as well too, right?
Yes.
And then I don't see anything either. Then you go up. Okay?
Okay.
And while they're doing that,
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna just be looking around that room and look up on the ceiling and
Oh,
check around.
good thing you did. Roll me a perception check.
Not
I would really fascinate you.
Why is it gotta be a black? Why y'all up with the black thing?
I'm just saying.
It's a white pudding.
I've never seen that. Is it scarier?
White pudding. No, just what? I'm sorry.
Is it afraid of all the other puddings?
But he doesn't care because the system's built by him. Whatever. I'm sorry.
Is this like passive or is
Get rid of those.
it like a passive perception?
And Jolie's over going, I don't know if I should laugh or just throw things at Ray at this point.
Or
Yeah.
Why not do both?
Huh?
We have to do it at a disadvantage.
Like somebody laughing or throwing something. And it's like, why not do both?
Did you roll your perception check?
I had to roll it twice because I forgot the disadvantage.
Yeah.
that's my dice.
Good thing we're upstairs.
I guess
Touch them
it's
because
the
they're all
passive.
rolling so crappily.
I would have that
Passive,
effect.
so
Just
much
got
better.
Yes.
Because
Which
it's
is gonna be
whatever
better.
your bonus is for, yeah, plus 3.
I,
He's got
So
miniature
I had
dice.
five.
they're
Huh?
tonight.
That's just to notice things.
These are
around.
brand new. They haven't been jaded.
Five.
Y'all should have miniature dice.
Well,
These-
disadvantage,
Yeah, but they're the D6.
but I am looking.
What's your AC?
Check it
counts.
out.
You said what Tracy.
I don't have a
16.
problem.
You have a problem.
So you're looking around, you don't see nothing until you see the movement.
I
And then
know I
it's.
have a problem.
No movement.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I'm listening to
You know, snuggly with a sarcophagus and take a nap.
If you would, so put him
Uh-huh.
in the entrance of the room.
Right here.
Yeah, that's
Can I say my problem was like,
that, and I will point to where I would like that one to go.
It's as big as he is.
you don't want the platypus?
Right next to him,
Jolie
Right
has a
there.
platypus.
as he comes
Zeke
off
does
the
not.
off the ceiling
Oh,
and is attempting to bite you. So he rolls an 18 on the die, which means he does bite you. It is a very
My platypus is just with you.
large.
So I said my platypus.
I
is
knew
fine.
it, I knew it.
would know you're right.
Yeah. The mini's not out. I just want to say he's with you. That way I know what I can see.
Oh yeah, it's platypus mini.
Yeah, because I can.
I knew it was gonna be a spider.
3 points of damage, and I need a Constitution saving
Poison.
throw.
I got that party out though.
I would want the Constitution saving throw.
This at disadvantage too?
No.
Because it's safe.
That'd be wrong.
Oh crap. 8.
Okay. You feel the poison enter your body, and then you feel a burning sensation on the periapt as it immediately flows down your arm and neutralizes where it jumped.
Did you scream?
I'm
Actually, I got advantage
fairly
on
sure he
that.
screamed like a little girl.
Okay, so we all know it's there now?
Well, hold on.
Hey.
he's got.
I
He's,
got advantage on against poison too. Cause I got a,
It's, so you did not get poisoned, but you took a bite damage.
okay.
So what I'm saying is that you feel the poison,
But then it was cured.
and you've got the amulet basically that has neutralized it.
Okay.
I'm just giving you a spell effect. That's all.
Okay.
That makes sense. Okay.
But in the future, I gotta remember I got advantage on poison too. Stupid spider.
Oh no, yeah, you're just gonna get.
I was just
attacked.
investigating. Huh?
Oh yeah, you're just another 18. How about that? I love that. How about this one?
All right.
What's your AC?
16.
Oh yeah. Okay.
On him.
Oh,
Actually, on your head. He drops down from the ceiling,
I'm gonna put him right there.
so that's good.
So you guys didn't look up. Nobody looked up.
Well, so she had this drift globe, and then she decided to what? y'all were like talking about dark now and all
You told me
whatever.
it was
So
already out.
it was out, and you put it down, and y'all are looking, and you're saying, "Oh, a body," and you're looking all on the floor and looking around and going like this. And it wasn't until you go, I look up, and all of a sudden everybody's like, "Yeah, let's look up." And
I'm sorry, guys. I won't look up.
so
anymore.
so they're spiders,
Yeah.
and they're jumping down. So I am going to give you 4 points of damage,
4 points.
and I need a Constitution saving throw. Yes, sir.
We need to go down there and help them.
You need to stay upstairs and keep the horses safe.
Our
I
rolling
can
way
go
out.
downstairs.
Do
I
you
can
need
go
that
downstairs.
stuff?
Yo.
I will use one of my talismans and add a D4 to a failed save
You have to-
just in
you
case.
have to
Okay.
focus on
So I can do that 4 times.
Fire-breathing platypus.
I can do that 3 times per day.
Okay.
Oh,
It's there.
Okay,
I just
so
can't
that's
leave.
a-
If I go out of it, it disappears.
Since you stay in there,
Constitution,
you
that's a
can't
10.
leave.
So
I
we
can
can
go
do
downstairs.
Yeah, I'll immediately tell
Okay.
you he's there. Go.
So let me, on top of the damage you just took,
the 4.
you're gonna take 11 points of poison damage.
Wait, why do you hate me?
Wow.
Alright.
I mean, hit me instead of man.
173.
No, you don't.
No, I don't.
Okay.
And-
What the
and-
hell did I miss?
No. And
Yeah, I'm poisoned.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
now you're paralyzed.
Oh.
Mm.
Why? Why does this always happen to me?
Oh, maybe you're just.
Lucky.
All right.
You cursed me.
How? What did
I
I do?
don't know. You did it. Not really. Not really.
No, it's okay.
Yes.
I get. I'm kidding.
So where was your character at?
Right
Behind
next to me.
him.
Right behind me.
Wait, do you have the platypus, Minnie?
Yes.
Somewhere.
Go look for it.
Yeah, it's in the under the dice tray.
I
One.
just had to be goddamn curious.
Under
the
yeah, in
first
that one.
fucking
It's in
time.
there
I was
somewhere.
about to say, wait, you're following him? I was like, that's uncharacteristic. This will backfire.
I'm rolling a 12-side die on a 1 through 6. The other spider will attack you,
Mhm.
and it's a 5. So
Nice.
see if I can roll another 18. I'm already 2 for 2.
Same story that got me is going after her, right?
Alrighty then.
That's funny.
That's a natural 20.
That's not-
Oh.
That's not what you want.
The
So,
one
you need to
time
look
you
up next
follow.
time.
I'm never helping anyone. Never.
Yo, she
Hey,
never
percentile
helps.
dice, please.
I'm pretty sure the spider's gonna kill him. You want me to just ride back home?
This one and another one?
I need you to witness it. I need a witness.
Yeah.
I'll let it ride.
Percentile dice, please.
Goodness gracious.
Don't roll high.
Don't roll low.
Don't roll.
66.
Damn. 66.
Wouldn't have mattered, let's be honest.
Yes, it would.
Only this much.
I mean,
Only 3 off.
you might
think this
lose
is
a
it.
limb, you might die.
I think this is. I'm just gonna.
Don't look too excited.
Don't have her feeling.
I'll play around and cry.
Don't discourage her from ever helping again.
It's too late. Like,
She's gonna go back to backseat driver. So.
Hey, put this one next to Sylve. Upside down.
You rolled in that once.
Yeah. You said crit hit. I didn't say crit hit. Because if I would have said,
Well
oh,
done, sir.
I need to roll again.
Well done. Yeah, well done. Well done.
So you see this, you see this spider drop down off the ceiling, right? And attack him. He gets bitten. Boom, over he goes, right? And you're like, you take your sword, and about that time, another one falls, and you just sort of whack it. and you're not, and you don't. It's not like you did damage to it, but you stunned it, and it's upside down, and it's like. That's where we're at.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's it.
Kill it? On
I'm about
site?
to do an entire fight as a platypus.
This is all he's ever wanted.
Has anyone looked up?
He
Well,
looked up
now all of y'all are at different things are, you know.
Are
So
there more? Is it like pitch black?
even.
Ask you too many damn questions all the time.
Shut up.
10. That's not gonna hit you. Okay, so you get this one. that
Billy-
jumps,
Billy Mays spider
literally
report.
jumps, and put him actually right next to the platypus,
Oh, poor baby.
but trying to attack ZZ.
Okay, right behind him, you mean?
Sure,
Okay.
sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So you get lots of hoots, hollers, hissing from the spiders going on, and your perception to the drunken master, you would probably think that's probably what caused the desiccation of that winter guard soldier that's in that one tomb area. And now let's go to initiative.
Do I need to roll the initiative separate for the platypus, or?
Depends on what the platypus is going to do anything. If not, you can roll for yourself
Oh,
and
he's-
your platypus.
He's gonna be fighting.
Okay, so let's
That's what I was
just
looking
roll
at.
your initiative like it was you.
Okay.
Okay.
6.
That was mine.
Let me look up platypus stats.
Of course, I roll pretty high on initiative that I'm not going to
So you can be the first one to lay there.
But in case something happens, I get up.
Welcome to Billy Mays' Incredible Spider Emporium. But wait, there's more.
Oh, wait, there's more.
Whoa!
And they're all laying eggs in my face.
Oh, do we need to switch to battle cam?
Oh no, they're anus layers.
You said anus layers?
Do we-
You're thinking of the spiders down the road.
Huh? Is it
Battle
not?
cam?
Okay.
It could
forgot.
get me worse.
I mean, I was like, out of the fight, so nobody really wants to see it right now, right?
God, did they have?
No,
when they
you're
hatch,
right.
Did they go like back on the anus, or did they?
Does anybody got 20 plus?
Oh, what are we rolling for?
Initiative.
Yes, 22.
22.
12.
That's such a good angle.
What's your modifier?
What's the deal with you tonight?
It's frozen. No.
Look at your card.
Oh
if you
wait,
need to.
what else do we have to?
That'd be so much easier. I forgot I had this.
That's why I gave it to you.
Oh, okay,
Take it
thanks. 14.
Okay,
18.
Plus
That's a
3.
15, right?
so 23. And you got what?
22.
Oh, sorry.
Nice.
14.
18.
Will we verify it didn't happen? Yes.
16.
Okay, hold on.
3.
Yeah.
So anybody else in the 20s? 19,
Oh, sorry.
18. And you're upstairs though.
Yeah.
Okay. So you know something's going. Well, maybe.
Yeah, he does
Yeah,
for the
I
platypus.
because we
Yeah,
have
I can
platypus
see through the
and
eyes of the
regular.
platypus, so I just told him.
17, 16, 15,
16.
16, 15, 14.
Me.
Okay. 13, 12, 11, 10.
Here.
Alright.
Take and roll in here.
And 10. Is that a 9? What'd you get, Brian?
6.
Oh my goodness.
Percival got 7.
Okay.
I like my alcohol.
Well, this is, we can just say that you as you were looking up, you literally was like, and then it's there. So, all right. What would you like to do? Well, don't. I wouldn't put it on until you do that.
Guys, remember where
He's gonna
I'm
die.
not gonna do that yet. I think you're just gonna see smoke. It's just a fog.
Yeah.
Greenish fog.
That's one.
No,
I get 8 times.
There's gonna be some darkness,
Okay.
and then
not
it's
what I was taking from.
move towards the edge of the door, and from that angle, shoot one arrow
At
the one that I can see, which is
Sylph, the
I don't
road.
know the names.
He's down.
Yeah, I probably did the one that's up.
Okay. So roll. So it gets real dark at the end of the chamber, where it looks like it continued on, but it collapsed. It gets kind of dark in that area, and then we get some type of smoke rolling out, and
15 versus AC.
did you get any of the modifiers there? What was that? Okay, 15 on your AC.
No, 14.
Okay, so an arrow goes whizzing by you
Mhm.
and misses. Okay, Elliot.
Don't die.
I assume that I noticed the one behind me.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
Did it make noise?
Oh, absolutely. It made a very awful spider screaming sound as it jumped.
So it's what you just described.
Yeah, that's exactly what I just told you.
You want to tell them about the smoke there?
I did.
Okay. It's directly on them, the two, the one laying down and the one that's right next to him.
Okay. So the smoke was not rolling out from the end of the area. The smoke starts coming up from the floor.
Okay.
So basically, you have a misty, smoky coming up area around the body.
Okay.
And it will do.
Next turn.
Okay.
Alright.
So.
So I'm gonna turn and
Their turn.
attack the spider
With.
my axe, my hand axe.
Okay. I didn't know if you had your bow.
No.
No. Okay.
I wouldn't do that.
Okay.
And
Okay.
something this tight, I don't think I would.
No. Smart move.
So I am going to attack it
Okay.
twice. Oh man, you rolled so hot and then you suck. Does a math 14 and a 15.
Neither one hit.
Neither one hit. Whipped it.
So these things are, even though they're just as not in a sense big as you are, they're actually very agile, and so you're, and it's like.
Well, since I am two-weapon fighting, I can, because I use both my attack actions.
Mhm.
So two-weapon fighting, I can bonus action attack. I'll do that.
Okay.
It was a nat one.
Oh. Aren't you special?
Somebody went and bought these dice, and I guess I wasted all the 20 on them.
Well, you need to roll your percentile dice.
Yes, sir. Exciting.
No, it's not. Don't die.
I rolled a 41.
Wait, so you're
Your head explodes.
Probably.
You spontaneously combust.
Hey, then you can see.
You just see him like shaking in blood.
The fog hasn't even been.
36%. Okay, so roll me percentile. If you roll 36 or lower, let me know.
I rolled 34.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, honey.
Wade's like, I'm not trying
So
to kill you.
in the all the activity of that spider jumping down, everything else, it's got this. You thought it may have been like doing webs or something like that. It turns out to be this kind of icky stuff that you end up slipping on. Okay.
Okay.
Hold on. 50-50 of which side you're losing. You're losing a weapon.
Okay.
Okay. So let's do 50% right. Anything above 50% is going to be the left hand axe.
That works.
As you're trying to catch yourself as you fall.
So,
Yes, you're falling, by the way.
so the higher 50
Just pick one.
is going to be my left.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
I thought you were going to go through the other side too. I was like, why?
Alright, 81, so that's my left.
Okay. So you're able to get rid of one of your hand axes and helps you keep from taking any damage, but you are prone.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Anything else you cared not to do? I mean,
Hair, dude.
Rude.
what?
Well, I still have movement. Can I at least get up? Or is that not possible?
I hate his face when you said that. He was like, move.
What? Do I want to talk to you? No. What? Good. Good. Thank you. Am I sure I'm good? I know. I looked in the mirror and I said, "Damn, I'm good."
Don't look at me like that.
Yes.
I want you to roll percentile dice for me.
You want me to roll?
Yes, sir.
Alright,
What else could go wrong?
53.
So you can attack 3 times.
Dual.
I do do
So take this. Yeah. Okay. So as you fall,
Yep.
and now you're attempting to get up, the spider tried to bite you.
Okay.
Okay. So yes, we'll put you back on your feet.
Okay.
We're good with that. But the spider now is like the second set it's the stairs, so it's 10 feet in. As he tries to bite you, it didn't turn out exactly how he intended that to happen, and now he's not near us. I would give you an attack of opportunity as they get. So roll.
Is that an automatic hit?
It's not an automatic hit.
Okay.
You're gonna roll.
Okay.
And if you hit the AC, that you're able to, as they're doing their critical miss thing,
Right.
they're
11.
Can the platypus get an attack?
Please.
yeah, I mean,
11.
no, you're not quite quick enough to be able to do that.
It's a natural 18.
Nice.
So
The hair coker
it's a
did.
plus 0 to hits and 19.
It hits.
It does 1 damage, and it has to make a Constitution saving throw of 11, or else it's poisoned. Just have little like poison burrs on them.
Okay. So he takes 1 point of damage, but he's now 10 feet away.
It's 10 feet up the stairs, you said?
Yes.
Up the stairs. It's okay, I'll come down.
Okay.
Well, God, I wish I could have hit with that, not the platypus.
Eli.
Yes, sir. I guess I'm coming down the stairs.
Okay. Roll me a dex save.
No.
I'm on the stairs.
Go ahead and get the disadvantage, baby.
So I rolled a 6.
And what is your dexterity?
No, I rolled a 3. And
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I rolled a 6. So
6 total.
Put him prone next to the spider on the stairs. In your haste and the snow, you slip. Not a big deal. You didn't take damage, but it's gonna hurt in the morning.
Yeah.
Just saying.
We are just,
Yeah, we're just gonna go. Ronnie, make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh. 16.
No, that's not
No,
gonna.
17.
That's not gonna make it either.
That's
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just messing.
Okay, I was like, well, Frank.
I'm messing. No, I'm sorry.
He's in the cloud too.
Yes, he is.
You gotta make another one.
Okay, make another one.
I don't like you right
So you wake up. You're not paralyzed. You were there, and you're going.
18.
You made it.
Okay.
So you're gonna take half damage.
Oh, sweet. So you wake up going, oh, this stuff, that's coming up from the ground.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it's not good.
Okay.
And as you breathe it,
That's 16.
16?
that's half damage. What did you land?
No, wait a minute.
It
That
could.
was a 40. So,
I should switch dice. Hang on a second.
so you're not paralyzed. Would you like to get up?
24. Yeah. I'm going to stand up.
Then we'd have to walk.
And because I'm half moving, I can't really do anything. Sorry, didn't think I was going to make it, so I wasn't really prepared to. I'm going to, cast Burning Hands this way
Okay.
on it and the other one. Catch both of them in that kind
Sure,
of.
I can do that.
And the corpse.
Yeah,
Get it all
so
nice and
Burning
dusty.
Hands.
Thawed out.
Well, the corpse is on his left. He should be able to get the 2 spiders, no problem. And a lot of webs.
Anybody looked up?
So that's.
I don't
Now they're too busy falling.
I'm prone, right?
Yes.
So am I looking up?
Sure.
That is a 16 to hit.
Okay, 16 hits.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So that's 5d5 damage. 5d6 damage. 6, 10, 14, 17 points of damage total.
So-
Both of them.
Okay.
Okay.
We can remove those 2. They are.
They're gone?
Oh yeah.
Okay, good.
With the arrow thing, that's what that
All right. So I'll
Okay.
give these to you.
You stood up, you
That's
attacked,
half damage, or half movement to stand up, correct?
and you're already at half.
I was already at half, so that was I'm at quarter speed, so which is like nothing.
One step.
I'm going to look at Sylv and say sorry, and I'm going to Misty Step 30 feet back.
So another spell.
Yeah, so I'm out.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 back here. You're just gonna be sorry. I'm out. You can walk still.
Save your throw.
Dude, you're not even a meat stick. You're just like a, you
Which
guys
one
are
is
definitely.
Saving throw, which one is that?
Huh? Saving throw?
Yeah.
What is it?
It's a Constitution save.
Constitution saving throw. So.
So think of what it would
You
say
want to roll
yeah.
high.
Oh, okay.
So try to
Because
roll
I've been
high.
doing that all night.
So I mean, it's time to do it. What's your Constitution?
11.
You did not make it.
You?
Oh no.
It's okay. I mean.
So this noxious vapor,
Mm-hmm.
this greenish, icky, nasty, it's feeling like it's actually just grabbing the inside of your chest. And as it does
18 damage.
18 points of damage.
It rolled the highest it could
You're
possibly
coughing.
be. I'm sorry.
Why do you hate me? You don't even know me.
Give me some.
So glad you
do
came.
some,
Hey, good to see you, man.
Yeah, it's so good. Hey, you're killing her. I'm with it.
That
We
probably
got
would've
this
been that
thing where she leaves me to die consistently, and like she's been dying.
Well,
lately.
this is why. So.
Yeah, hey,
This is some
I'm
good
here
content.
for it. I'm looking up, laughing my ass off. No,
On your back. Looking up, going,
I'm
Stairs.
looking up at least.
What's the
You're up the
radius
stairs.
of
You're
the
looking
cloud?
down.
It's 20 feet.
20
She's
feet,
below.
so
And
I'm
it
out
was
of
centered
it.
where you were,
Yeah.
and it,
So I just make sure I got
Resistance to fire, right?
yeah, and you can tell at this point that it's moving.
I had before.
Towards
I
us.
don't know if I still do.
Just so you know.
Yeah, thank you.
That doesn't change
You
your
would be able to see that.
curiosity.
That was from the cloud, you said?
I was doing fire either way.
I have absorb element.
Wouldn't suggest.
He doesn't have a fungus growing in his back.
Yeah.
She doesn't either anymore.
No?
We think.
And you
I'm
haven't
asking-
cast,
I'm
you haven't
waiting for
cast absorb elements. since
Oh,
then.
oh,
you
I
wanna do?
did.
It's your turn.
You did?
Yeah, I
Oh,
left.
nerd.
Oh, fine.
Oh, you're trying to. Oh,
Yes.
wait one.
What happened?
Oh yeah, exhaustion.
Okay, so
Says the guy.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
that was in the door, the open door. No. Where y'all were, the body was.
Right
That
here.
see where I sort of blacked in.
Yeah, right here.
Come steps out of that door is a thing. A thing.
What's
Oh
that
no.
That's a zombie.
That's a gas.
It's a ghast.
That's not like the Minecraft.
Can we pass that so I know the clarity?
As long as you look at the back. Okay.
Okay.
Here, I'll just hold it like this.
Quick, read all the stats. Elliot.
I know the stats,
Yeah.
but
Damn it.
Just when you don't look
Well,
at
it,
I'm
it
just
really
like
doesn't matter.
this.
yeah, it doesn't.
You know why?
It really,
That's
yeah,
good.
because you change
Yes,
whatever you want.
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
So,
Okay.
That'd be so
That's smart.
And
I'm like, I'll hold it.
Yeah, that'd be so slick.
Priest,
I got you. I'll hold it. You just take your time. You sure you saw it all?
Yeah, you just hold on. Just look at it a little better.
Look
a
at,
little
look
better.
at the hands.
see that
though.
one
Look
spot
at the
on the
hands.
left?
Is that cloth?
So he's fine.
No, never.
It's okay. I'll absorb it and use it too.
Don't ask me for shit, y'all. Ever again.
Can you do me a favor?
I
real quick?
didn't ask you to come with me.
You
just
said somebody come with me.
You said somebody watched.
you
so
lied,
it
okay?
is. It is going.
Oh my god.
It's going to try to claw you
Okay, and I'm
with its
gonna-
mouth open, and it's going to try to bite you if it can get his claws on you.
Disadvantage.
Hmm?
I'm more at disadvantage. I'm wearing a cloak of displacement, and it confuses the enemy for disadvantage on attack.
Okay.
Oh, that's nice. I like that.
So the first attack.
Last campaign.
What? I bought it when we were in town.
13. Would
13
miss.
damage.
Does not hit.
Oh, when I bought my cloak.
The second one
Okay.
is a 15. That hits.
Mhm.
Okay. And let's just say since he's only got the one claw, he's got a 50% chance of maybe getting a bite in. So I'll roll percentiles and they'll see. You want the lower or higher the number to be the one that hits you?
The one that hits me, the higher.
So he did not get the bite off. Okay, so the claw does
106.
9 points of damage,
Oh, that's
Times 10.
just a scratch, just a flesh wound.
and I need a Constitution saving throw.
It's just kidding. Well, that wasn't too bad.
Oh, yeah, you talking to what's her face last session?
Who? Level.
To what was the dragon lady?
Abigail.
I was like, hey, she's not that.
Okay.
She's not that.
You feel it almost like your muscles are tightening up a little bit, but then you're able to break free. I need another saving throw of a Constitution again.
Is 8.
Wait, what?
That's a 6.
Oh, that's a 6, homie.
That's
Okay.
8.
So this thing is nasty. I mean, as in it stinks. Okay, and this on top of this fog stuff coming up, that's just on. And so now you've got this funk of a unholy nature also in your lungs.
Can I at least vomit it out? Jeez.
Oh, God.
And you are poisoned.
Lovely.
All right. But now you can move if you
Oh,
want to.
well, that's
That was just.
I'm gonna leave the scene just in case that was unclear. And also,
How far did you move her?
15.
It's half her movement. Okay.
Well, yeah, your movement's 30.
35.
15.
Close enough.
Yeah.
With all the stuff going on and the yeah, I'm thinking 15's good. 15's good. Okay. Zizi.
Me. Okay. I'm gonna hit the one that's by
Elok.
Elok.
Okay.
With my crossbow.
Roll me a crit miss, please. I was just saying.
It just explodes in her hand.
It doesn't hit.
It's like the crossbow bolt in his forehead. He's just like, thanks! Elok's like, thanks.
Damn it! Why? In the nub!
What'd you roll?
Doesn't hit. 11 total.
Okay, yeah, that, so it did ricochet off and go up the stairs and hopefully didn't hit one of the horses up there. But,
Whoops.
you want to do anything else?
As I'm just sitting up there meditating,
I thought it was impenetrable.
it just bounces off the dome.
Freaks him out for a second.
Impenetrable to everything except crossbows.
Yeah. It's like someone tapping on the glass of a fish tank.
Is it because it came from the bottom? Like it just... It's a sphere.
It's like when you go to an aquarium and you start tapping on the glass and the shark goes towards you. Like,
Totally. Did you want to do anything else? No? Okay, very good. Alright. Brian, it's not your turn. It is the spider's turn.
It's almost the platypus's turn.
It's almost the platypus's turn.
And that was just damage.
17 on the die.
That's hit. Wait for it to be on fire.
Nicey Tashes. Nicey Tashes.
Oh, yeah. Well, you said toughness. That's pretty tough.
Tashes.
Take 5 points of damage. I do want you to make the saving throw, please.
Nope.
Okay. But once again, your amulet sort of almost like it's on fire, burns, and it's burning the poison right out of you, even though that thing is doing its job, trying to really put it on you.
Nice.
Elok, you're the closest. It's gonna turn and try to get you. You know, since you're like on the ground, seems like your advantage.
Saw that one coming.
Oh, what is that? What does that symbol mean?
Oh no!
No, you just killed Elok.
Not necessarily.
Roll to confirm.
Get the work into it.
With advantage. I was gonna say if I rolled another nat 20, we're gonna be. But I do confirm. So I need percentile dice, please. This is what we do.
It's just
Should have just stayed upstairs.
We don't usually use it this often in such a short period of time.
So this is the scary amount.
What?
Yeah, this could be an instant kill.
You gotta make
Whoa.
something.
this could be what?
Instant kill. It
What?
could be
I'm sorry, you said instant kill.
instant.
So 20.
Yeah.
Not the tiny little roll 20.
No. Yeah.
Okay.
No,
Especially
it's
if
that's,
you're
no, it's a 2%.
That's a 2.
That's a 2%. I apologize.
Or it's a 2.
Oh, no.
Ooh.
No.
Unless that's really bad news. It's weird.
That's really bad, dude.
This is a fail.
Wait, no, I did mean a 20.
Yeah.
It's funny because it's
It's okay. It's his cousin.
from 1 to 30. It's all the same. But I just was making.
Okay.
Yeah, wait for the day. Okay. All right. Yeah. So.
Just see one tear as Q's laughing. Just one tear rolled down his cheek. That's great. That's awesome.
Take 14 points of damage. It gets you good. Tags you real hard. And I need a Constitution save throw, sir.
It's okay.
You might want to make this one.
Yeah.
DC 18.
You said DC 18.
No, I did, but I was just messing with you.
No, it's like 18.
Yeah,
18. That's why I was like, did you say DC 18?
So you're taking half damage.
I made it.
So that's another
But at what cost?
12.
Yeah.
Another, so 14 plus 12?
Yes,
Oh, it's not 26.
because it was a crit hit,
Yeah.
and you take a level of exhaustion.
Oh, so I'm at 3.
What is a third level?
This reminds me of something.
It kills you.
I've been here.
Yeah.
Five.
Been here.
I've seen
Yeah.
you there.
Oh, damn.
3 levels of exhaustion
It's dry.
does
Oh, it's
Disadvantage
rough.
on attack rolls.
disadvantage on attacks and saving throws.
Mhm.
Okay. Also, I need
Oh, that's not
a D6.
A D6?
Yep.
God damn, that's too many dice rolls.
That's what you're here to do, brother.
6.
Where's the other?
And a D6 again, please.
Oh, damn.
No, I'm sorry. No. So he got you in the right leg.
Oh.
So if you have to do some type of an ability check with the right leg, you also get disadvantage, but you're already at disadvantage.
I was about to say, can you get super disadvantage?
You can with me.
Okay. I was just making sure that I have to roll 4 and get the worst. Why?
It's disadvantage
Because
minus
something's
4.
wrong, and I'd like to fix this problem. That's just
All
so
right. It's
superstitious.
FP's turn. Blame me, Platypus. Sorry.
I was,
Speaking of, I'm gonna use him.
I was looking at you. I was like, what does FP mean?
I'm gonna cast Dragon's
wait till
Breath
I
at
come back
3rd
3
level
times
through the
and that's
platypus.
At 3rd level?
Yep.
Where? Because there are people in front of you.
It's a 15-foot cone, so it's gonna hit.
So
But it's gonna hit you.
I thought that was a touch spell.
You can cast them at. You can cast any spell with the range of touch through the animal, through the platypus, but
Okay.
it has to have a range of
If
touch.
he agrees.
Yes. I'm not flinging him. He can control it.
No, I'm saying that he is opposed to having you cast a spell on him.
So he's not letting me.
Now, I'm not. Doesn't mean it can't happen. It's an opposed. Okay. So
Okay.
he's going to roll a saving throw versus your spell casting.
Gotcha.
Okay. So what's your
He
spell?
has exhaustion, right?
He does,
14.
but it's not level 3s of
Yeah.
exhaustion. So what is it?
14.
14. All right. We don't know the stats of this guy, do we?
I have statistics here for him if you want.
Okay. Yeah. Because this is against his wisdom, I think. Oh no.
Wisdom is +1.
He does not make it. All right. So he has now got Dragon's Breath.
And
Okay.
Gonna have the 15-foot cone hit Elock and the spider.
Yeah, absorb element.
It is fire.
It is fire.
Yes.
Wait, so I already have what resistance to fire because
You had.
yeah, I was about to say I didn't know. So do I have resistance to topaz now?
Splinters.
You took
I have
resistance to
resistance to
gems.
splinters. What? What?
You can't. We're gonna have you handle.
You no longer have the
Resistance.
traits of a red dragonborn.
So dragonborns are usually resistance to some element. Which one is it?
You have yet to discover.
Oh,
We're gonna find out if it's
it's
fire.
I mean, I'm already absorbing half of it, so.
It's just like
Yeah, you have to make
resistance
a.
to pretty rocks.
You and the spider have to make a dexterity saving throw.
Dex? Oh my god, you homie.
And the spider is does a 13 make it?
The DC is 14.
Okay, it does not make it.
20.
20. Okay, so you take
Your
half
saving
this.
throws are at disadvantage.
Yeah. Three.
Oh God!
Oh.
Remember when you were making fun of me for leading the pack?
Yes.
Hey, by the way, just for facial expressions. And you can't use it on this roll, by the way.
That's 17.
You don't say so.
But you
Half
absorb
damage?
Yeah, you absorb half.
What is it?
Toasty lizard.
No.
8 damage. Yeah. So
You
feel
ate
okay.
all. He ate all of it.
Yeah.
The spider
Spider
goes
takes-
away.
Yes.
It's alright, man.
At what cost?
You lock.
8 of my
Yes.
damages. Hey, but I get to hit with it next time. So
That's
I
true.
was gonna say he could
No,
change.
it's what you pop at it because you only have.
Man, the platypus is doing work.
it is, man.
He be coming in clutch.
He's more useful than I am right now.
You're gonna have to bond with your platypus
I
after
don't know.
this.
I wouldn't say not useful because you're definitely our only way out, my guy.
I'm
The
literally
cars
just.
and the horses.
I know. I'm literally just meditating with the horses right now.
All right, Zach. Let's get you to earn your keep. What do you think? I'm thinking he's got a pissed off platypus that got a spell cast on him that he wasn't overly thrilled about,
I will say the platypus
and
controls
he is
fire
thinking
breath.
about going up the stairs. Now, let me ask you this question: what percentage chance do you think that he would decide to do that, based off of the fact that he turned him into a flaming fireball?
I've heard the stories.
Yes.
The
What do you think?
tails.
I thought you guys made up.
Oh no, he totally was gonna be. We laughed at him when he lost his fingers. Remember?
Oh my god, he was
I
on
thought
his
that.
back.
I thought that made us even.
Yeah.
I think I think he's probably pretty likely to run up there.
So we'll give you a percentage.
75.
75%.
He hates you.
That doesn't mean he'll attack you. I'm just saying he's.
He wants to talk.
I'll tell you what.
Elliot
I don't
brought
even
us
want to roll.
food.
I want you to roll
Thanks,
them. So
Oh, you brought it
the
up the
lowest
sheriff
25 is
class,
what you're
right?
shooting for.
Okay.
That, and he will continue doing what you want him to do.
Nope. That's 37.
Okay, so put him at the top of the stairs.
He only wait. He has a movement of 10 normally, so he can move 5 feet up those stairs.
Okay, so he moves 5 feet up the stairs. That's fine.
It's gonna take a long time for this
He makes
conversation.
one
He's got a
angry
lot of time to think.
I have a lot of time at this point.
Well, he
Yeah,
actually got
lots of
15,
times.
but he slipped in the ice that you slipped on.
He is
and,
very
we
able.
went back to, oh, yeah.
He's but when
Brian!
he gets up there,
It's your turn now.
buddy.
All right, let's hit this spider. I'm gonna.
I'm gonna burn a key point and just blast this. You just gonna use your boomerang as a club?
No, I'm pulling a hand axe.
Oh, okay. Nobody loves you, Logan. Shut up.
17.
You don't piss my dog off.
17.
I know.
17 hits.
We both.
I feel bad because everybody comes up with my dog. I'm like, Aaron Charles.
Yes, I'm restricted.
I'm gonna
8
stop for
damage.
a few hours. I love it.
Yeah, he goes away.
I'll just take the dog with me.
No, you're tickling up yourself even more.
All for stains.
He's got this whole thing where he smears himself in peanut butter late at night.
That's not with the dog. That's just me.
What'd you think I was gonna do with the dog?
You smear peanut butter on him and leave it up.
Duh.
Listen, I would appreciate if you didn't pet my dog the rest of the night.
All right, I won't pet him.
Or touch him.
It's not heavy petting. I mean, hello.
Oh no.
All right. Brian? Yeah, what do you want to do?
I'm moving back out here.
Okay.
Did you kill it?
Yeah. Well, I'm right there. I figured that's as far as I can move. I got a 35 speed, but if you half it, it's about 15 or so.
Okay.
Just because I think everybody's forgotten about it, that smoke is still there.
And coming your
And
way.
it's coming your way. It is about 5 foot in front of that gas right now.
And it's
Would
your
I see that when I come
I'm
in?
sorry, I said that. It's directly
It-
on top
I-
of you now.
So I move out in it? Do I see?
Well, he wasn't there when you originally started moving out, but it was already moving when you came out, and when you got as far as you can get, and it caught up with you. That makes
I
sense?
should have stayed in the room.
So whoever's the most forward right there,
Me.
Alright.
it is your nose is touching it. Like it's
Yeah,
the
I
square
took all
right
the
in front of you.
damage from it.
It's the square right in front of you.
Okay. And it's your go.
That's fine.
Who's the dude on the ground in the corner?
He
Dead.
did. He was one of the dead bodies.
Oh,
Desecrated
okay.
bodies. But we know what happened to him, so we can move him.
I thought that was one of us. I was like, should we go get him?
Actually, this is Luke. No.
No, tis me.
He used to be one of us, but I've changed minis.
That's fine. It's familiar.
Got multiple targets now.
Yep, should do. You do.
And there's no reason
You got the door.
for me to reveal anything. That darkness, they just see a dark spot, right? This dark spot is on the ceiling in the back of this hallway.
No. Yeah. Fine. Yep.
So it is down on the ceiling up there, and I'm shooting 2 arrows.
Who do you want to choose?
That's what I'm gonna find out.
You had the one that you attacked earlier, and then you have a new target. And as well as you have some that are a little bit farther out.
It's gonna be the one on the left farthest up, and the second one on the right there.
So
There's
the
also-
tiefling and the dwarf.
Yeah.
There's also a
Thanks.
platypus that's angrily glowing fire.
You can laser point it and make sure you.
Yeah, we know what we're talking about now. Those 2, you got them.
All right.
I'll call for that later, I'm sure.
Okay. First one first. Monk, right?
Yeah.
I think one of those might be you.
17 plus.
17 hits. Right.
Okay.
Yeah,
Brian?
I'm gonna use my deflect missiles and I'm gonna catch it.
Freaking love monks! Oh my gosh, it's so awesome.
Imagine my face.
Is that a roll of anything or?
Let's see.
You just spent 2 points.
I use
No.
my reaction to deflect or catch the missile. When you are hit by a ranged weapon attack, when you do so, the damage you take from the attack is reduced by 1d10 plus 8.
Okay. Roll of 1d10
Nice.
7.
plus 15 points
15.
mitigated.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you reduce that to 0, you just get to catch it, don't you?
Yep.
And you can
If
spend
I
it
reduce
So
it
if
to
you call
damage to
it
0 and have a free hand, you can spend 1 Chi point to make a ranged attack.
Throw it back.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I will let you throw it back. Okay. At disadvantage.
Because you can't see.
You can try to mimic the trajectory it took.
But I have to use a Chi point to do that.
Okay. Do you want to?
Fuck it.
Do I have to? I can throw it in at
Anything you want, didn't you?
anything, right?
Yep.
So where did the arrow come from?
The darkness.
The darkness of the
Do I
ceiling.
see the ray thing there?
Yep.
Can I use a key point and throw it at the ray?
Yep.
I'll do that then.
Do not like it.
Monks are great.
Monks are awesome, aren't they?
They're my
Yeah, they
favorite
shot an
class.
arrow
Yeah.
at me. Fucking call it. I always throw it.
Almost played a monk
Yes.
Nice.
this time around.
Uh,
Or
19?
warlock, so.
19.
I'm glad we
Misses.
Me
Wow.
too.
No, I'm
Oh.
just messing.
This
We're
one
going
was
fighting.
fighting.
We're going all
You
fighting.
want me to roll the damage?
I'm kind of sad we don't have a
Huh?
card.
You want me to roll the damage that day?
Actually, he's doing it.
Definitely
What
sound
is
like
the,
I'm a player.
I've thought about double
D6
or multi-classing because it would make sense for my character.
plus
because she
plus
has prosthetics,
any
but I'm not sure.
dexterity modifier.
I might do it just Star Wars.
4 damage.
Okay.
He's gonna get another 6 of poison.
She's not religious yet. if she
Because he
wants
threw the
to.
arrow I shot at him.
Oh, it was poisoned arrow.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So there's another 6 damage on top of that.
So he's, but
It didn't hit. He
They hit
caught
the
it.
gasp, right?
he's immune to poison.
I'm just telling you. They don't
Okay.
know.
No, I'm just telling you. They, so he's dead. He ain't gonna take poison damage. So okay, but it doesn't seem to do as much as you think it would. It
Okay.
should. So, but good catch. All right.
Thank you.
Next arrow.
That's a 19 on the dice.
It is.
Yeah.
So right, and then attacking you, isn't it? No,
Don't
attacking
I
you.
was about to say, please.
You spend a key point
You
to,
wanna catch
To scream.
to scream.
Oh!
I'm getting picked on right now.
That's 14.
Damages?
And poison.
That's with poison.
Oh,
with
okay.
poison.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not a persistent poison.
No.
Thank God.
Oh, and nice. Okay, my turn.
Save room for the Holy Ghost.
So, I'm gonna follow up with what I did earlier, Miss Syl. The ghast is gonna follow up to you. So move the ghast up to Sylv's, please. Yep. And he's got disadvantage, you said. Claw 1. 12.
No.
Didn't think so. Less. And then that means the bite's not going to go off. But... Okay. We're good to go. Elliot. Your go. So there is something definitely at the end that is dark and shooting arrows. Some of them have been effective, some of them have not been effective. All the spiders have been neutralized that you know of that were seen. So right now the only thing that you can see is a ball of darkness and a undead thing that wants to eat.
Chicken nuggies.
No, nubs. He said nubs. He's looking for, yeah, you said nub nubs. He can eat a platypus and not take any poison damage because he's immune to poison.
What situation is everybody in right now? How's everybody looking?
I mean, I'm at full health.
I'm at full
You're
health.
not down.
Eloc looks like he's on the floor, looking at the ceiling.
Say not there.
Ronnie's character does not look.
Looking too good.
Dwarf, right? In your dwarf.
I am the tiefling.
Slightly hurt
Dwarf.
right now.
Not dwarf.
I'm not the dwarf. Or
No, I didn't say dwarf.
dwarf.
Thinking Tim Conway.
Tim
Dwarf.
Conway.
Yes.
Yeah, dwarf on
Dorn,
Earth.
right?
Yeah,
Dorn is.
Dorn is looking rough. But
Bird lady, how are you looking?
Little darn.
I'm good. Full health. Not great.
Just chilling.
it's good.
Yeah.
Good to know that y'all are good health.
Alright.
It's good to know.
I'm just anticipating
Bless you.
what's
Bless
towards
you.
me.
Well, I
Thank
guess
you.
I'm gonna.
Here, high
I
five.
can't really reach you right now. If you're not happy with me. I can reach you. I would.
I'm gonna take these back.
Wait, no, what if it doesn't have fire damage? It's not. That platypus is not doing anything.
Yeah,
That
I'm
platypus is
gonna
the piss platypus.
come up close to Ronnie. So I'm gonna use 15 feet. Well, yeah, 10 foot. I'm gonna use wounds on you.
Logan. I was going to tell him no, and then all of a sudden that happens, and I can't tell him no now. Logan, behave.
Contribute to the delinquency of a
You guys are
boxer.
skipping me.
Yeah.
He's a dragonborn too.
No, he's got dragon breath. That's completely different.
Look at his face.
Don't
Look
let
at
him
that
come
mouth.
back to it.
He's like, you got food?
You got some mouse? You got some meat?
What are you doing, man?
I am casting Cure Wounds on Ronnie.
Said,
Okay.
"Well, Dad, I want
Oh gosh.
He probably needs to go outside and
Or you.
Finish what he started.
Yes.
Alright, Ronnie.
What'd I do?
I tell you, and you magically gain 13.
Thank you. Power of love.
he was touching
Is that
you.
the power of love?
He was touching you very closely.
Hey, friend.
Logan, you be a friend.
Hi, baby. He's gonna knock over something. I just get
I
this feeling.
love dog. I love animals.
Yeah.
Me too. I love mine. But right now,
So you moved. You cast a spell. Now what? Is that it?
Yeah, think about what he's done.
Sorry, I was your dog. Use another 5 foot to step closer, I guess. I'll step right there. And that's pretty much all I can do.
Okay.
Awesome.
Sylvan, need a saving throw. Constitution.
No.
Nice, that's great. No, it was a nat 20. What a waste. 22.
Okay. So the stench is not near as overpowering as it was earlier. Okay, your go. What do you want to do?
I want to, but I'm gonna stab it and then use my bonus action to dash and hide around the corner. I'm in front of a doorway.
Yep. So you're gonna
Yeah,
stabby, and then go around the corner.
Mhm.
Gotcha. Okay.
That is. What do you want me to roll?
I want you to roll to attack.
18 on the die.
18.
On the die.
Yeah. Okay. That'll hit.
Okay.
Barely, but it hits.
And then 1.
Barely. I remember that shit.
Alright, 6 plus 3.
I'm biggest liar to these guys. I mean, it just.
I crit.
Oh, I know.
It's like, yeah, I
7
barely hit.
damage.
Huh?
7 damage.
Okay.
And then let me go ahead and skidoodly bop me around the corner, please.
Skidoodly bop me around.
Yes.
How far?
Oh, yeah, but I don't think he's affected by it. Poison on the end of the short sword?
So it didn't seem to have any effect.
Okay.
He's immune to poison. Yeah.
Skidoodly bop.
Okay.
Is that what you want to be?
Yeah, he sure is. Right
What
in the
was the
shadows.
Eric Cobra?
Tucked away from all you
The air cover.
distractors of death.
Why did you give it back?
Just in case you needed to, because my turn wasn't for a while. I know.
You know we got like multiple
There
copies of
was
this
no
stuff
English in that
around.
whatsoever.
I heard that.
I got a copy
Oh.
of each book.
Raisins and sticks.
It was-
right behind you.
They're
All the
average.
books.
You're speaking
It's just a plethora.
Mountain American.
Mountain American.
Yeah, that's what I
Since
said.
Pat actually understood these and stuff.
No mounting any American while you're here.
Oh wow.
Anyway,
What?
I'd like to spend my action creating a protector ballista or eldritch cannon. Because I'm gonna
As
make
long
a,
as you're not using the platypus as a projectile.
I just pull a howitzer out of my pocket.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend an action and just eldritch cannon.
No.
I like
Please
to
do
imagine-
that. That's amazing.
I like to imagine it's the little gun from Men in Black. She just pulls it.
The cricket?
Yeah.
No, it looks like that.
Oh, it's a blunderbuss or a RPG one.
That's a cannon.
It's like an RPG.
It's a cannon.
It's a cannon. Then I'm gonna make a protector cannon. Yeah.
It only takes one turn to do that.
That's what
Yep.
I'm thinking. Good.
That is right.
Yeah, I have a gun now.
Just.
Yeah.
And then
Hold on.
I'm going to spend my action to
It's not a gun.
come up behind. I'm gonna come up behind them like right here,
Okay.
or my movement. And that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
Making a cannon.
Okay, the spiders are all done. All right. So,
He's taking a nap.
percentile dice for the platypus. We're still at what, 22%?
He's
Saying
still
that he's
angry.
chance that he will obey you.
He's doing angry hops.
When he gets up those steps, he is screwed, sir.
You better have a treat ready, is all.
Nope.
No.
52%.
Okay, so he's once again, so he's still moving up the stairs. Okay. Brian.
I just like to imagine he's just angry eyes. Waddling up.
What do his feet sound
I mean, it's a platypus going up steps. It looks awkward.
Maybe
That's why
like
it's
the
taking so
Squidward,
long.
like Squidward step. Like,
There you go, yeah.
yeah.
Is the vapor stuff, can you see that? Is it
The what?
the vapor
Cloud.
stuff?
Yes.
It's mostly on the floor. It's a heavy gaseous, like cloud.
Where's it?
I say, if you guys
Is
get
it
them
right
to the
in front?
stairs
Can we
where
see
you
it
can see
actually?
down, I can.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can see
she can see it.
Next week, mate.
Where's it at?
5, it's literally the next square in front of you.
Right, like right in this square?
The square where the gas is, it is in that square.
Oh, okay. All the way across?
All the way across.
But you can see the gas if you want to thump, madam.
Yeah.
Thump, madam.
Easy for you.
I-
What's that, Mike
I
Tyson?
feel like I'm Mike. Yeah, it looks like I'm Mike Tyson.
All right, I'm going back to the
ass.
boomerang.
Mama said
You don't
knock
have to
you
eat
out.
like prison food, man. You can set it down with no instructions.
Debatable.
16 to
I don't
hit.
know, what is it?
Yeah, that is true.
Good point.
There's shrimp, I think. I'm just reading the lid.
Shrimp and steak.
I wouldn't set it down.
12 points
Yeah, I
of
wouldn't
damage
either.
with the boomerang.
Nice.
It's a good hit. It's a good hit.
It's a solid hit.
Yeah.
And I'm going to
Since you got a +1, right?
throw again.
It's not a hug, it's a choke.
Yeah.
She gets me.
No, I do not.
That? No, not that.
Not that. Dirty 20. 13 damage.
Nice. 2 very, very solid hits.
Yeah.
And now it's having a hard time dragging that one leg, you know. So, all right. And any movement? You're gonna step back because the cloud is trying to come your way.
Can I tell how far is the cloud all the way back here, or is it just?
It's like right now it's like a rectangle. It's 20 foot wide and long. It's a square.
20 foot by 20 foot, and it seems to be like a carpet rolling. They see me rolling.
If my
Say,
speed
hey.
wasn't half, I'd be in good shape.
Okay.
Everybody's literally this square right here.
Yeah,
That
I
exhaust
wanted
really
to go
messed
the
you
other
up.
way, but I can't get across it.
You just take a little
Especially having that
Just
third
a
level
little
of
bit.
Yeah.
exhaustion.
Well, and isn't it poison? So
Yeah, and it's poison,
maybe
man.
you won't get damage?
I mean, do you have your shirt on or off?
I'm gonna back up to here.
Okay.
That sounds like you got your shirt on, man.
Top of the order.
That's good. It's 10 foot forward now.
Okay.
Is that a door? Did you peek behind the door?
She went
Yeah.
behind the entryway, so if you're keeping it in the hallway, then it won't affect her.
Okay.
It'll be next to her.
Then we're not gonna have that factor. I think it's just gonna go.
Just go straight
forward.
with it. Okay.
Yep.
Appreciate that.
All right. And what would and
I think at this point.
by the way,
we're-
your globe of darkness
Yeah, it's gone.
falls,
I dropped
and
it.
they see.
Sure that everything is off for me.
And you tell them
It's just,
really
it's
what it
just,
is?
it's just upside down,
shooting from the ceiling.
shooting from the ceiling. Not that big a deal. 30 foot ceiling.
Not that big of a deal.
Is that really a dryer?
Yes, it is.
No.
You said a
Yeah.
driver.
Dryer.
I saw it's a drow rider.
It's a drow that was turned into a spider, a drider.
Oh, that's fun, dude.
Not really.
Yeah, he didn't think so.
Yeah.
He failed the test,
Oh, he failed a test?
Yeah.
and he got turned into a drider as a punishment.
Really?
How far
Because
away?
I know they worship spiders, right? Or they worship like a spider god or something like that.
So about 60 to 70 feet away.
So when you meet a drider, well, let's.
60.
So roll me knowledge nature.
Be exciting.
Is that?
So 13. You said nature, so 15.
Okay, so yeah, general knowledge says that when drow get get to a certain level of maturity in their religion, they have to go to a temple and they encounter a test. If they pass the test, then they get rewarded by their gods. If they don't, they get punished.
Oh.
So we do know that this is an accomplished drow, or was at some point in time, but had failed the test.
What do you mean by he was an accomplished drow? So, like, was he?
I'll put it this way: in our terms, it was a pretty decent level.
Higher than us.
And
then
the god
it,
loved him
and
so
then
much,
it
gave
went to
him
do
more
the
legs.
test and it failed. And then it went to go do a test and it failed.
Correct.
Okay. What happens if you succeed? Out of character.
Whole spider.
Well, if it's out of character, it doesn't really matter, then, does it?
No, for me to. What happens?
They get rewarded.
And what do you mean by reward? Like,
Well, it depends. It depends on their class It depends on their standing and what the ruling house that they're in. There's a lot of things that depends. So, and she's a chaos goddess, so there's ain't no telling.
What kind of stuff? Okay.
Okay. I don't believe you.
I don't either.
I'm like, who's in the middle up there?
This one?
That dog is so
Yes.
bad.
Just some fat guy in a
You're about
suit.
to have 3 arrows come at you.
Go for it.
Just 3 of them. It's okay, dude. Hopefully you got a shield.
You think I'd remember this after I look at it this many times? It's plus 6. So 17. 17 versus AC.
17.
Roll all 3 hits first.
Math. 13. 17 hit.
Hits. Okay.
So 2 17s.
Yep. So roll arrow damage, and then have him roll for the poison,
Okay.
and then have him roll for the poison the second time.
Okay.
2 arrows, right?
I got you. Then 13 for arrow damage.
Okay. And a Constitution saving throw.
I hate this dice, man. It's a Constitution.
There is no save. So I don't know what check here.
I thought it was a poison.
Yeah, it just says it doesn't.
Thought all poison.
For the poison condition, I guess you would have to roll
Yeah,
one.
it doesn't
but
have a poison
but
condition.
if it's just a poison,
damage.
just does poison damage.
I thought you were just giving him a nicety. Like, you don't have to take.
Well, you failed it anyway, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, roll poison damage.
Yeah, it's brutal.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Roll twice. Then.
11 more damage.
Alright, you said 13 on the first one?
Yes.
Yep.
Vertical surfaces. Yeah, if it's not noble.
So a total of 24 points of damage. As the 2 arrows hit you, and you feel a poison coursing through you and making your movements a little more stiff. Lose 5 feet of movement.
Alright.
You'll stay stationary. That's it.
Okay.
The Drider.
You know that your globe of darkness has fallen.
Correct.
And these are living, free beings in your space. Do you have anything that you'd like to say to them? Just
Oh.
to be, because you're an antagonist, right?
I am an antagonist, that's true. Yeah, it's a
You don't
real
have to.
shield Drider. And it's just like, hey, what are you doing here? No, it's like foaming at the mouth. This Drider is straight up. It looks like it's hungry and angry, and if I could do a voice that a Matt Mercer could do, I'd be happy to, but I can't. So it's not speaking anything you could understand, even if you knew the language it was speaking. It is enraged.
Anybody do Underdark? Undercommon? Okay. Nope.
Just imagine something like,
Yes, right.
Just those.
Nobody speak the dark language.
It sounds like a Murloc
Yeah,
off of World of
just
Warcraft.
that many.
I just this one from Warrior Thieves Camp.
I know Elvish
Dude, I always think of
and
Zoidberg.
common.
Every time I hear him.
That's a smack on the head, man.
Oh,
Just imagine Zoidberg as a Murloc.
Angry undead.
I got 2 choices.
What's your choices?
A tiefling
Oh, well,
And
I
what's
don't
the
like
other
that choice.
or a ranger.
That one sounds a little better to me, but
Yeah, but it's not he's kind of woody. Where a tiefling's already pre-cooked, right? From hell.
Hit them both.
no, because they're resistant to fire. Just hit me.
Just hit them
There's probably a mod to get a Murloc in Warcraft, right?
both. Selfish.
That's
You both can
Zoidberg.
share the hit.
Probably.
Maybe the mud crabs in Skyrim.
Would you like evens or odds?
I'll take evens.
Evens that hit you.
Cool, so
79. It's not a user.
Sorry, buddy.
Woo!
And there's no disadvantage this time. How about that?
Logan, enough.
So, claw.
Need.
Alright, I got one hit.
Oh, it's coming up here, right?
It's coming up here, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'll give it a 50% chance. It's 51, so it does not bite. Okay. So it is doing. Ooh. 12 points of damage. It slices you pretty good. And I need a Constitution saving throw.
Is it on fire?
Please. Huh? My candle?
Candle went out.
Oh, the wall was blocking the candle. I was like, I see smoke. This doesn't seem right.
It's out of wax.
You said Constitution?
Mm-hmm.
15.
You make it. Or you'd have been
I'm glad
paralyzed.
there's-
Yay! Bless you.
Oh, can't you just sneeze like a normal person? Why?
No, I didn't want to sneeze everywhere. I held it in. I think I broke a rib.
Brain aneurysm.
But it's your go.
Oh, that's a good point. It is.
All right, so.
Not your go.
Not my go? Oh, it's his go.
There we go, Ronnie.
Still thinking about Zoidberg Murloc.
Do you drink whole milk because you think you're fat? Because you're like, you could totally drink.
You did
take-
wrong.
I know I did, but that's all right.
I'm gonna take 2 slashes against the
Give me some dots.
fella creepy thing in front of me.
Not eating your tots, damn it.
Give me some dots.
Yeah, the ghoul.
Do eat your green bean casserole. God.
Warming up. I'm taking 2 swings.
Chickens have like large talons.
I'm
Just do it, man.
attacking the tons.
I apologize for anybody that's watching this, and I'm being totally awfully, anyway. Go ahead.
19 and 16.
Yes. Yes.
Both.
Yes.
Yes.
I think he's saying go.
Yep.
Yes.
We have one.
6. So it's 12 damage together.
12 damage together.
Yeah.
It drops.
Okay.
Still trying to claw at your arm, but it's slowly and it stops. So.
Okay.
Ronnie, you want to do something or you just want to stand there and bleed?
I'm going to do something.
Okay.
Can I use
The
a-
gas just dropped.
The gas is out.
Oh yeah, shoot.
We're out of gas.
We're out of gas. I like that.
Barely.
He enjoyed that too much.
Who, me?
Him.
Oh, yeah.
He's dying.
I sort of lied. I was just out of the blue on that one. I was like,
I'm going to move 15 back, 1 behind him. And now let's see Big Boy down here.
uh-huh.
2 Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Straight at him.
You said 2?
2.
Nice.
I can cast interaction now. So there's double 19, so that's a 28 to hit on each.
Barely.
Don't do me like that, dude.
He said miss.
Yeah.
And then I would just pass out
Yeah,
and
good.
okay. So that's a 9 and an 8. 9 plus 5 is 14, plus an extra 3 points of fire damage because of my genie pact. So that's
You're a free pact.
the free pact. I like to say genie. 13, 16. So that's 29 points of damage total
Wow.
Wow.
Good one.
with 2 hits.
Nice.
You want to keep track of it or do you want me to?
I've got it.
Anything else you want to do?
Free action, can I just tell him to stay out of the fog? Just yell out, stay out of the...
He tells you to stay out of the fog.
Not him, them.
Yells back in comment. Thanks, bro.
Got you.
Oh, I do!
Peace out,
I'm going
peace
to tell the
out.
party to stay out of the fog.
What'd you do?
Huh?
What'd you do?
I Eldritch Blast him twice for 20-some points of damage.
29.
29 points of damage, and then...
So.
You
hear, stay out of the fog. As your thanks.
Let me, first of all, let me investigate the room I'm staying in. There's no spiders, nothing like that?
Yep, you're good.
Don't look
Okay,
up.
Don't look it up.
I mean, I've been looking up for returns.
That's what Scrooge said. Government hits.
A, B, C, D. Can I use one of my chunks of restoration and cure poison on myself?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that.
Jill, you lose the poison status.
Yes, please. I'd like to not die today. And I'm gonna stay where I'm at.
Okay.
In the shadows, being spooky.
Sneaky, sneaky rogue.
So if you won't do the voice, I will.
Dude, thanks.
Warm in flesh and tender muscle. Such nice, wonderful gift. Now scream, my pretties, and I will eat you alive.
So don't scream, guys. Don't scream. There's a stipulation.
Deep
Screaming,
breaths.
getting eaten.
Deep,
Deep breaths.
deep breasts.
Deep
That's
breast?
exactly what I said. I called every
concave?
word I said.
Okay, I totally missed that.
Like concave.
Deep breasts.
Oh,
So
God.
so that you got to put tissues in there to get it just come flat.
Oh, just to get it
Yeah.
flat, mate?
Hey, bonus. All right, who's doing next after Sylv is ZC.
Me! Okay. So who's hurting real bad right now?
I'm good.
I haven't had a lot of sleep.
The Drider raises its hand.
The both of us are hurting a lot.
Okay.
The ranger who said he wanted to get killed said he's getting killed.
Yeah, I think that's what I heard.
That's fair, yeah.
This
I don't even
is
think about that.
so pretty much
Where did
these
he go?
three. Since they're all within a 10-foot radius, these three, which I believe is our ranger,
Right, Ronnie was.
you, and him.
Why are you so on the ground?
I don't know, dude. I think I got skipped.
I did skip you.
Yeah.
Okay, well, go ahead, ZC, and then we'll have you go.
Okay.
You
And
hit your head. You're stunned.
Yeah.
the three players.
For a while.
That's what I was like, man, why are you still on the ground?
You had a whole turn, didn't choose to get up.
You're kind of far. I can't do that. Yeah, sorry, buddy. Actually,
Oh, shoot the
I'm gonna let him.
platypus in the
Can
ass.
he take his turn before me?
Yes.
Okay.
All right,
Who, me?
Eli, you're on your feet.
Cool. I'd like to hit myself with the good old second wind. It's 1d10 plus 6
Okay.
heal. Because I am hurt. So 10 heal.
Okay.
36. And then stand up.
Not close to me.
That
He's
was-
up.
Yeah.
Oh, is that your entire movement? Is just.
And yeah, I'd like to.
I think you got totally skipped last turn. My bad.
No, you're good. I guess I'd like to move closer slowly so I don't bust my ass again. Towards the rest of the crew.
How much movement?
I have 30, so 15. Well, I'm super exhausted.
Yeah.
But no, it doesn't have it more than.
All right.
Right. It's already.
So-
It's just half.
Is that your turn?
Okay.
So my turn. I'm now going to use Protector Ballista. Everyone that's within 10 feet of me, of my choice, so all of the players, is going to get temporary hit points equal to 1d8 plus my intelligence modifier.
Except for Sylv.
Except for Syl. Sorry.
It's okay. She
Someone
was
had
hiding.
it run away.
That's what happens when you're away. You should probably stay with the group. It's crazy.
I can't say that I'm
So you guys are all going to get 7 points of temporary hit points.
You said
Thank
7
you.
points?
7 temporary hit points.
Nice. I can use those.
You're down to 4 arrows.
As well as myself, so I'll also get 7
That's fine.
temporary.
So that's fun.
So those will deplete before your actual hit.
Do that for that.
Hey, you get 7 of temporary hit points.
That I can take this round.
7 temporary hit points.
Thank you.
I taught him about
And
that.
then,
He tries to,
that was my,
but he sometimes
Action,
doesn't know if I'm
so-
serious.
yeah.
Just don't listen and hope everything you say is a lie.
All right, let's roll for the platypus.
He's my
Is he still
favorite.
going upstairs?
That's 3.
Yeah,
But-
3.
Okay, so we're now third time you rolled,
Uh-huh.
and you rolled a 3.
Yes, 3%.
Okay, so he's going to listen now. But did the spell expire?
No, it's still going,
Okay.
but it's a range of 15 feet. He can't do anything.
Okay.
So I'm
Can
gonna.
you heal us? Or not
I
like
don't
that?
have any healing spells. I'm a wizard. What would I be able to?
Isn't heavy.
No, is it?
Wizards don't
For the
heal.
pure
Wizards don't.
I can throw him.
Some wizards don't have fingers
don't
either.
throw the plow. Wah wah. But we've already learned the heat does not like that.
He doesn't like to be catapulted. Throwing and catapulting.
Would
are
you
two
like to be
different
cast?
Covered in flames.
Breathe
Would I like to be
and then
breathing
throw-
fire and flowing through the
Okay.
air? Yes.
Perception check.
Perception? Okay.
He hates being your pet.
No, actually, insight. Insight.
Insight? Okay. 14 plus 16.
Okay, so maybe if you were to explain to him how you want your tactics to be, he might be a little bit more
Yeah,
understanding.
I thought that was going to be an out of combat thing because there's no way he can hit this guy because the cone's only 15 feet.
I'm saying this is an insight check that you're
Oh, okay.
realizing that, you know what? I know he probably doesn't want to be catapulted again. He probably doesn't mind the fire part,
Mhm.
but you do probably want to ask him. I'm just saying you're sort of dawning on you as you're trying to direct him, and he's been resistant up to this point. So now he's sort of understanding the direction you're going as well too. That you're trying to, hey, you know, and he's turning around to re-engage. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
So I guess I will have him waddle his
So
way
maybe
back.
it's a good idea to have a stump to flipper talk.
Yeah. I was going to think maybe I'll just let him come back up. Because there's no...
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Because, I mean, unless... I don't see this thing approaching.
Come here.
But, I mean, it won't hurt him just to have him down here. So he'll use his action to rush. And he's going to stand right between Elok's feet.
Nice. Just my tail's there.
He's tiny.
So
He can
is my
fit.
tail.
Then he's
Both appendages, front and back.
now that way,
Don't call me Dragon
either the
Born
monk
for
or
no
the Dragon Matt.
There's enough room in the egg for that.
I can't stand when the two of you get like this.
You actually really had to work up to this. This was immediate.
Well, he's missed a whole week. You better get it out of our system. You know what I'm saying? All right. So, Brian,
Alright,
we've got a critter. A very large critter.
alright. I'm slinging.
And he's getting ready to shoot some more arrows.
Oh, sorry. No. I mean,
Where's
I
the
can't
paper
make
at now?
jokes.
The what?
The paper,
It is directly in line with that
He's like,
door.
wait a minute, did she?
like right here.
Yeah.
Did you say it funny? Yes, occasionally.
So is he getting hurt?
It moves forward on his turn,
It moves
basically.
forward on my turn.
Yeah, you might want to run.
Who was you?
Her, because the fog's coming up. It's here.
It can't go into the room. He already said that. It goes forward.
But
It ha-
I said
so
it did.
as far okay, so let's clarify. It has not entered the room. I didn't
Yet.
say it won't, but
it
you're.
can spread.
you know, so.
I would suggest getting away from the fog.
Or going towards the drow. I mean, the drider.
She would have to run through the fog.
Oh.
Oh, God,
Wait,
what
so,
is he doing?
Wait, I thought it's a 20-foot, like, blanket. So there is no behind it.
Is there a behind the
No,
fog?
he
Or
said
is
it
it
was
just
20
filling? Okay.
square or 20.
Like,
You can get behind it.
Is
So
this
it's like a
So you can
20 by 20,
straight
so you
through
can
it.
get behind it without touching it, right?
Well, you got to go through it.
You gotta
You're
get
still
through
going to
it.
take the
Gotta
damage
go
of going
through
through it.
Oh.
It's a
Well, why
vapory.
is-
It's a vapory mist that is 20 foot wide and 20 foot deep.
Dude, I can hold my breath for 20 feet.
It's not about holding your breath.
Uh-huh.
Okay. It's also about what it touches, skin and stuff along that
I
line.
got
So,
heavy armor, babe. No, I got exposed nuts. Shit.
Well, at least
You
you
got that
got
short tail.
at least you got that much.
Oh wow.
As her forehead creases. That's okay.
I remember wings.
I'm going to
I remember
sling the
wings.
boomerang.
Partridge Farm remembers. Remember
Pepperidge
Flight?
Farm, remember?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20 makes it.
Y'all, you've been hitting those consistently. I need little dice.
For 8 damage.
Okay.
He's saying just a regular amount of damage.
Come on, baby.
It comes back to him. He throws it again.
That's only a 9. I rolled a 2.
So the answer is in German. 9. It did not hit.
So
9 is no.
Is there a height to the fog, or does it go all the way to the ceiling?
No, it's mostly on the ground.
It's a heavy. It's like
Heavy mist.
it looks like it's heavier than the air, so it's sunk to the bottom of the floor.
But as you walk through it, it can swirl up a little bit. There's little bits and pieces here and there, but for the most part, it's
Think like fog machine.
So if someone were to carry the platypus above their head, he wouldn't take the damage.
So,
Probably.
If they're already
Why
on
do
their
you
way,
care about it now? You literally lit it on fire and threw it at things.
I did not light it on fire. It was breathing fire. The same thing it can do now.
So question though, with Dragonfire, does that come with any kind of like wind